Yeah, I was talking with Ringe earlier. Like the latest video on the PlayStation Esports channel is actually this like little mini documentary about the people who were sent to Evo from the Road to Evo series last
Hmm.
year, which is starting up soon. We'll have more information about that later on, the Road to Evo series. So some
Exactly.
cool stuff over there for sure.
Definitely. But let's talk about the format of what's going on here tonight, right? This, of course, the Fight Nights Invitational, right? We had an open qualifier that took us down to this top eight. It's going to be a double elimination format, best of three, and then when we get down to the top three, it's going to turn into best of five matches.
And the prizes, what are these guys playing for today?
That's always the question.
First place is going to be $200. Second place, $150. Third, $100, and fourth, $50. So got to get into the top four to get into that prize money.
Yeah, not bad, right? Just free to enter online tournament. And all of a sudden you can walk away with hundreds of dollars potentially. Like that's a pretty sick day for you guys sitting at home playing some PlayStation Tekken 7 action. But let's take a look at which players did make it into in our top eight bracket. There are some familiar names. We've got is that? Yeah, wow. Uzcategui and Mookie. I've never seen that name before. I apologize if I butchered it.
That's the
PLN? Well, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, what is that? We've also got Divine Exorcist. I'm very familiar with him. Going up against Tondo. And then we got Josh Iwashi going up against Undefeatable King. And Joe Crush going up against Geese Joestar. Wow, some heavy hitters in this bracket.
There's some name change ups. Usually Joe Crush is in here as Father King, but he's back to his
Okay.
main title. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Uzcategui is his last name. I think. I'm
No
not sure.
way. Okay. Yeah, I
Maybe I'm
saw the
wrong.
name.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, whoa, because I was expecting ELN in the bracket, and I saw it. I was like, maybe I looked at an old bracket. And I was like, what is Who's Katagui? All right, ELN. That's a lot easier than Who's Katagui. But yeah, Joe Crush, Geese, Joestar, heavy hitters, Tondo, Divine Exorcist. I believe Divine Exorcist won the Rochivo in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Thinking
Uh,
about it.
def- Definitely the Evo Japan series.
Yes, that was the one.
That was it.
That was
Yeah.
the one. Yes, sir. So I know he's got that strong Claudio.
Yep.
Potentially what we will see later on as well. And of course, Joe Crush, he's got the Jack, he's got the Geese, of course.
Geese.
Yeah.
Yep.
Going up against Geese, Joestar, who I gotta believe is Geese, and maybe also Akuma.
That's right. But yeah, you were speaking about you can get involved with these and win money
Mm-hmm.
without an entry fee, free to enter.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get involved with these, you can head on over to compete.playstation.com. Tons of games to get involved with. Tekken 7, of course, but lots of other fighters, pretty much anything you can think of. So get in there. You can potentially win prize money just like these players tonight.
Exactly. There's also the Discord if you guys want to get more information about the community and get involved with everything going on there, right? Make sure you guys join the PlayStation Tournaments community Discord to find regular updates on esports events, articles, videos, and meet with others to improve your game. Scan that QR code, or if you're real quick, type that URL in there and you'll get in there too. So join the PlayStation Tournaments Discord and you guys will stay up to date with everything going on as well.
Nice, nice. With that, I think we're going to be queuing up for our first match.
Yes,
Mookie
sir.
versus Uzcategui.
You're
Try to
good at
keep
saying
those
it though.
straight. Yes, indeed. There he is, Jose, age 38, from Utah. And you can find him on social and stream.
Same name, and of course, I feel like he should just go by Jose. I feel like we'd know him easier.
Jose.
It's a lot easier. But known for his Master Raven, of course, also has a Kunimitsu that he brings out. I remember when Tekken 7 was first coming out, he had the Lucky Chloe back there, back when nobody knew how to fight
He was
against her.
playing Chloe? I didn't know that.
Dude, I remember the very first time we ever had Tekken 7 in America, I played him, and he did Lucky Chloe's, like, down for 2 just frame. And, like, I was dropping the just frame back then when it first came. It was, like, day one, right? And he was hitting it every time. I was like, how do you know the timing of it? Like, he's like,
That's
I was like, I
wild.
don't know, bro. Maybe he just, like, mashed with key charge after down 4-2. I don't know. He had secret strategies, I think.
He was born with the timing. Oh, that's no. Some Chloe players do that. They mash the
Hmm.
key charge button. But a newcomer here going up against Mookie, Nathaniel Barrios, age 22, from the Bronx.
Wow, I like seeing
Social
that, though, yeah.
Mookie.
22 years old is what I was saying I like seeing. Just because, we don't get as many younger players out and scene. It's always important. We've seen certain regions kind of age out now in terms of competitive
Hmm.
Tekken, right? Like, I feel like in Japan, they have very, very few young players, whereas you look at, like, Germany, and there's just a ton of young players.
Right. Yeah, I feel like there's been pretty good presence, like at least in the US and NA, like younger players coming through. Like, I mean, if I just look at this bracket, Divine Actress is pretty young.
Yep.
Mookie, I haven't seen in the bracket before, but
Right.
a young player there. And even like on the EU side of things, Pico is doing really well today. He's super young.
That's sick.
Yeah, there's always these younger guys coming through doing damage. They learn the game super quick. Then
It's crazy.
Impressive.
I was actually thinking about that, about how fast players can learn the game now. I feel like, in the last, we started competing around the same time, right? And that, over 10 years span, it felt like if somebody started in one Tekken game, they wouldn't be good until the next one.
Right.
But nowadays, it seems like within the same game, you've seen players rise from the beginning and, kind of become a top star within that same single game lifespan. I was thinking about that going into the future, of course, Tekken 8. I was like, dude, that's going to happen again, isn't it? Like, all these young guns, they're all going to learn on YouTube. They're going to play online with good netcode. And be like, oh, yeah, we can get good real fast now.
For sure. I mean, there's so many more resources now. And the other thing, this has been a really long lifespan for a Tekken game.
Super long.
Some of these guys have, this is their first game, but they've been playing for 6 years.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about Mookie, right? He's 22, so he's been playing since he was 15. That's all Tekken 7, dude.
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
wild, potentially, right? I was like, wait, 15, what is that? Is that like a freshman in high school? And now he's in college about to graduate or something?
That's nuts how long Tekken 7's been around, but this game's got a lot of staying power. So here's the matchup, the projected matchup: Master Raven versus Ling. Potentially see Kunimitsu, of course.
Yeah.
Jose's been rocking both those characters in these Fight Nights tournaments.
Which character do you think would do better against Ling Xiaoyu?
I feel like Raven, just because that's the main, but he's going Kunimitsu.
Yeah, Kunimitsu's a crazy character. I wonder if set 2 is going to hit AOP.
I was thinking about what options she might have for that, and I was wondering if her Power Crush would catch it, just being a homing mid.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And she's also a very short character, so I feel like it would be low to the ground when she swings like that.
Yeah, I bet her down forward too is also super good. Looks like it's got a really low hitbox, yeah.
We'll see what newcomer young man Mookie can bring to the table here. First match of the day. Letting the intros rock. There we go. Howard Estates. Jump in the start. I like it. He's excited.
I hate that when you try to sidestep up and all of a sudden you get a jump. You're like, oh my goodness, my execution's off already.
Well, already interesting, that projectile catching Ling out of her back air shenanigans from far away. Power Crush. So looking comfortable. Thank you with the back turn throws.
Wow, a lot of throws.
Can't break them both. Evened up the life bar. Wait a minute. Could this be enough? Wait a minute. I'm getting the connection stutters. Oh,
just a little bit. You can see it.
Live, what a block. Okay. Punishes just in time. Alright, round 2 Mookie. Taking a close one to start.
Oh yeah, we're definitely seeing some stuttering action. Here we go. The 2-2 string's coming out.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's going in. That's the frustration setting in right there. He's like, man, I'm the hit button right now.
Oh my god, sidestep 3. That's an online move if I've ever seen one. Alright, fighting through, being resilient. Nice block. Okay, Jose evening it out. 1-1. Hard with the 2-2s again. Big backend launcher.
A little bit of wall carry action.
He's got him cornered too. Mookie trying to fight his way out. The Cali roll denied. Jose is going crazy. Like he's not gonna punish this ever.
All day.
It's safe. I can do it whenever I want. Back turn. Kuni rainbow drop. Big perfect. Jose 1 round away. Trying to close game 1. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The single back dash.
It's getting crunchy now. Okay. They are fighting through. Lag Warriors battling hard. Okay, Parker's denied this time. Maybe Mookie's got an answer. Jose's been so loose with it. Kunai. Trying to get away from this wall.
Yeah, Jose's really slowing it down, right? He's trying to take his time here. A lot of space. Like, if I'm not close, you can't touch me. Then I'm going to go in when I have any kind of opening.
Backdash, backdash, backdash. Whoa,
He is struggling right now. Jose's trying to find answers.
That string took a while to come out. Like,
yeah.
It's like he's slashing through water.
I would say just go for the down back threes, bro. You know, like, go for the quick lows. Oh my goodness, Link backward mix up with this sounds terrifying.
Scary, what is going on? He's already, Jose's gonna close it out. He just had more willpower, the ability to battle through it. I don't know what's going on there, hopefully we can get it figured out, but hey, you gotta play it as it lies. That's what I've learned over the years.
Exactly. So first game there, going to Jose, up 1-0 here over Mookie. Boy, that was a crazy one. You know, there's a lot of swinging and a lot of spacing that was going on. It's like intermittent of both. Like I want to take my time here and I don't want to get hit by anything, but I also need to get damaged. So Jose finding answers here. Mookie not really pressing in terms of offense though, right? And I feel like if he did, he might have a little bit more success.
Yeah, I mean, in those conditions, you just got to go for it. Like even just all those feints that he was doing into back turn stance, like you just got to rip the option, man. There ain't no time to play defense out here.
Like Ling down back two, such a good long range low poke. I feel like that kind of move could be really good here. Although the speed is like a little bit slow, so when you see those kind of lows on that kind of a connection, you can kind of like react to it because sometimes it intermittently stops right here. Like, oh, now it's a 50 frame low. Look at me low parry this. So, you know, hopefully these guys figure it out. But I mean, X marks the spot. Good choice. I don't know, man. We'll see. I feel like Kunimitsu is a good choice here, a good pick for Jose though, because I feel like even if he just wants to like play like a down forward 1-2 game with Kuni, obviously he's going for like down back or down forward 3-2 to get that low sweep and get the follow with the forward 4-2 afterwards, and that's had a lot of success. And of course, you can cancel that a back turn mix, and I feel like all of those are really good options. So far so good for him. Best of 3 here, just one game away from taking the set.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like, it's unfortunate when the conditions aren't really cooperating, but there isn't really much to do than just like play through it and show your best lag strats. You know, I mean, it's a real thing. Bring out the lag strats, like down forward 3-2, excellent option. It takes a certain amount of experience to just like okay, this is what's happening. Like I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win with all of the dirty tricks.
Yeah, it's really hard. Like I actually don't know what my strats would be. Like, do you actually have them? You must.
Oh yeah. I pick Marduk and I do throws.
Cheater.
Cheater mode.
Like for me, my brain goes to like with Lost, like, dude, go for like a slide. But then the slide will start and then it'll pause. Like, oh, they totally see it coming now. You know?
Oh no, it's gonna get blocked for sure.
Exactly. I'm like, well, there goes 40%. Dang it. But here we go. Game 2, Devil's Pit. Same characters from both.
I'm looking at this box out. I need Mookie to win. Like,
I need Mookie to win.
Did he place a bet in Vegas or something? I need him to win.
I think he placed a bet in the chat. I see that 2 next to his name.
Oh, that's what's better. So the shooting here, nice ball. Bring the heat down for 2 again.
Wow, all day.
Oh, mercy. Struggling really late on that.
Yeah, he went in that time. And that round looked very smooth for us, too. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon.
He did, indeed. Alright. Mookie getting a little something started here. He's got wall pressure. Finishing the string. Nice conversion. Oh my god! Storming flower, clean hit, counter hit is devastating. It's like a death fist. It does so much damage. Dang, I just realized we've been referring to ELN as Jose, and Mookie's PSN name is Nat Jose.
ELN it is.
It's getting so confusing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, speaking of confusing. Over the top spring kick hits the other way towards the wall. Factor mix. Oh, I like the kunai while leaning back there. Good call.
Put himself against the wall briefly, but he got out of there quick.
Yeah, rage mode now. from Mookie. Are we going to see some rage drive action? Wow, Cali roll from downtown. Okay, one of those 17 throw out one on whiff just so they try to swing into it and you get the second one to catch him.
Mookie's given up his back from far away, but he hasn't been kunai'd yet, surprisingly.
Yeah, especially at a distance, it's good mixer, right? Like, that range not so great, but still gets away unpunished. 10 seconds to go here. Mookie with rage. Finds a throw. Now what do we get? 7 seconds.
He's going to have to hustle. There's not a lot of time.
Hit the low.
Better hit him, dude. You better hit him.
Oh. Wait, rage art. Oh my gosh.
I think he might have had time for jab rage art.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. Jose is, or ELN is on set point, 1 round away.
Yeah, he definitely had time for the rage art there. Oh my goodness.
Evasive rain dance. They're dancing. Say it on low.
I love that both of them are going for the lows now. It's like, yes, this is working. And these are our answers.
Dealing with the triple low. Fight in the back turn 4.
I fell for it, to be honest. I would have ducked.
Another low. Another low.
And that, look at that. Oh, yeah, it does so much. Kunimitsu forward to ELN. Getting it 2-0 over Mookie. Mookie not out of it yet, though, of course. You know, there is a lower bracket to go through. So Mookie sent on down below by ELN. And ELN takes it 2-0.
Props to them for fighting it out. Doing the best they could. Us Kategui taking it 2-0. Going to advance to winners semifinals. Good start for him. He's been one of the prime contenders in these fight nights, and staying in winners. He's got a great shot today, as always.
Exactly. Everyone starts on the winner side of things out here, of course. So not quite yet into the top 3, right? Like, you need to get another win in the bracket. But let's see what match we got coming up next.
Aye, there he is, the young man.
Divine Exorcist, 20 years of age. Julian Lemus. Did I say that same name correctly, or is it like something else? I don't know. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, dude. But I got to meet this guy out at the TWT finals in Amsterdam just a couple months ago, and so obviously he was a little bit nervous there. It was his first time on like such a big stage. Of course, very young, traveling internationally that far from Mexico. Definitely a little bit intimidating, but he put in some work in his bracket. And you guys can follow him on social at Divine Exorcist 4. Check out his stream at TMK Divine Exorcist 4 as well.
Yeah, he really had an amazing performance in that pool. He really shook up the results, got some big wins. I'm excited to see how this guy develops in the future.
And his opponent, of course, I think going to be Tondo, if I remember the bracket correctly. But Tondo definitely someone else that everyone's got to keep an eye on here. I've seen him at many PlayStation tournament fight nights. He's got that Mishima action. He's got that Kazuya. 37 years of age, an older man out here. Marco Antonio Wong Lopez from San Pedro. Man, how do you say that?
Coahuila. That's perfect, yeah.
San Pedro, Coahuila. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm not going to try it again. Mexico.
He's from Mexico.
Social, Social MT_Tondo X stream at El Tondo X. Man, I really, after you said it, I felt so much more confident that I could say it as well. And, boy, it just did not come out of my mouth. That was but, yeah, Tondo versus Divine X is definitely a matchup that we've seen in the past and definitely a fun one. Both players very skilled. Claudio versus Kazuya, probably the characters we're going to get. If you guys are in the chat, you guys can be predicting who you think is going to win this matchup as well. I don't know who I would go with here.
It's like a new school versus old school day so far. There's a 16-year age gap between our first two opponents, and I think it was 17-year age gap between these two.
Yeah.
So
that's wild. That's like an entire high school.
It is.
Or a schooling career, whatever you want to call that.
It's wild. That's incredible. Like 3 Tekken game lifespans. That's nuts.
Yeah, or
at least.
Yeah,
at
or
least.
2 Tekken 7s. Oh, man.
Exactly.
Definitely wild.
I think Divine Exorcist has the upper hand here. I think he tends to win the sets. I'm not sure like what their all-time score is, but I would say he's the like quote unquote projected winner. But Tondox, super dangerous with the Kazuya.
Man, is it Tondox or Tondo X now? Now you got me all tricked.
I was saying Tondo X for the longest time, and chat officially informs me, like the Mexican community, like, it's just Tondox, man. Just say Tondox. I was like, all right, got it.
Got it.
We're locking it in.
There we go.
Yes.
But see, you say that, and in the chat, I see Vamos Tondo. You know, like
I'm saying, man, like, what is this? I can never get a. I don't know, bro.
I don't
Let's
know,
just say
man.
Tondox. Let's be lazy.
Yep. Divine X's
Right.
versus Tondox. I'll call him Tondox today because I've called him Tondo in the past. G Corp Helipad going to be the stage. I feel like Mishima characters, you know, they usually, especially for the older school players, they like the waveus, they like the wave dash, and I feel like it's kind of easy to hop kick them sometimes because they get like a little predictable with their waves. So let's see, because we know, of course, you know, Divine X's with the Claudio, he's going to have those hop kicks just like that. See, I had a feeling they were going to be coming.
Yeah, Tondox, I mean, his whole thing is like really the keep out style Mishima. Just bringing those electrics. Whoa, what a hop kick. But this is a relief. The connection's looking crispy. I like it.
Yes.
Tekken God Omega battle going down here between these two.
Got him.
Good
Yeah, I
stuff,
feel like
Divine.
early Tekken 7, we saw a lot of hop kicks from Claudio, and, you know, watching Shadow play, I feel like there's been less and less hop kicks coming out, right? Because his neutral's got so much better in general, but Claudio's hop kick is still a very powerful tool, and, like, he's got great range. I feel like he gets off the ground faster than everyone else, even though that's probably not true. But it just feels like it, right? It just hits everything. So I like that Divine X still kind of goes for that stuff a lot.
I actually discovered the reason it feels so strong is because it has 3 active frames,
Oh!
which is very unusual for a hopkick. So it's out there frames 15 through 17. Most hopkicks are only there on frame 15.
Wow. I'm going to become a Claudio main.
That's the secret, man. That's why it's so strong. Those beefy
active
hitbox. Yes.
God,
Got a little technical on all of you.
I appreciate that.
Right,
Oh my
Divine-
goodness.
Ooh, he gets rocked by the electric. Sitting on a 2-round lead, though. Tondo's got to get something started. Pressure.
Whoa, boy,
that
quick
was
unblockable.
tight, bro. He punished the crouch jab with an unblockable. And double mid, staying disciplined. There's the low. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah, warming up the electric.
Gotta get started when you're a Mishima player.
I was gonna say, it really feels like you have to warm it up too, though. Like, cause he wasn't even throwing any out the first 2 rounds, and finally he landed one. He's like, all right, hold on a second, I know who I am now.
Rev up the engine. I like the back 1-2 punish from Tondo.
Oh,
nice.
Good duck call out, yeah.
Twin pistons. Taps him into rage. Punish. Good stuff. Gotta deal with rage Claudio though.
Oh, okay, it's okay. He's got a big lead in final round, game 1 off the stack kick.
Good stuff. Answering back 2 rounds straight. Can he complete the 3-round comeback? Okay,
No
Divine
throw break.
playing aggressive. Oh, how sweet. He evens it up. Divine trying to, maybe he's kind of cornering himself.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. He ducks the fork. Nice punish again. Ow! Great spacing.
Oh, step the get up kick. Perfect punish with the mid. Divine's got rage though.
The hell sweep.
Wow, yo, that hell sweep was like super unexpected.
He hadn't
Sneaks it
been
in.
using them like that, right? So it was risky too because he's got rage. You know, he blocks the hell sweep. All of a sudden, you're at a wall. You're in trouble. But right decision made there. 1-0 is the lead for Tondo.
Wow, 3-round comeback. That was excellent. Like I wasn't thinking about that option at all, and he really just shut that down before Claudio could get any of his rage shenanigans started. Which is, I mean, that stuff is so scary. Just his rage drive into the starburst.
Right.
Good job just kind of cutting it off before any of it could happen.
So Tondo up 1-0 here now. And man, Divine had that big lead. I hate these situations in tournament, especially in 1st and 2 situations where you've got the 2-round lead, you get a little bit comfortable, and then you lose 1 round, you're like, that's okay. I still got 2 more. That's at least what goes through my mind. And then all of a sudden it's like 2-2, like, uh-oh. Then you lose the final round, and it's like that. You're like, well, what happened? I thought I was winning that game.
Yeah, it's just the mental pressure when like you see your lead evaporating. Like I'm okay,
Round
I'm okay,
after round. Yeah.
I'm not okay. But yeah, Divine, I don't know if I can really say like he slipped, like he lost focus. I think kind of the effect was just the Mishima's got to warm up.
No, I really do.
He really, yeah, locked it in.
I feel like Tondo, it was almost like he was just gathering information the first couple of rounds. And then once he had the information, he's like, okay, now I'm going to play. Which I know isn't even that true, right? Because these guys have probably played a ton. So it's more of a case of just like tournament pressure, probably, you know, shaking the nerves off, shaking the rust off the nerves, if you want to say.
Yeah, definitely a lot of history between these two. I've seen them fight several times, but like I said, Divine usually has the edge, so.
I agree.
Tondo off to a good start. Alright, Divine swinging, trying to get that starburst attack off. Finish the string. Success. Oh, here comes the Claudio wall pressure.
Yeah, disgusting.
One of the best in the game. That back one, that side step 4, the down forward 3.
Oh my goodness. So much pressure. And Tondo stuffed right now. Has no answer really. Tried to step away a couple times, but really couldn't get away from that wall.
It's so hard to get away. I mean, you try to step away, you get hit by back 1, you're dead. Oh. Oh no, big drop. That was such a good punish with the Wing God Fist. It's not looking like it really matters though. He's cruising through this round. Here's Divine's shot to get something going with Rage. Low taps.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Damn,
oh
run him down 2-2 with Starburst and Rage. Uh-oh.
The wall saved him, the wall saved him.
Big time. Tondo was staying on the ground. I don't know if he realized he was still alive. Why? What?
Oh no. He just laid down and gave up.
Maybe he was hoping to get like a get escape for the win, but Divine's like, no, I'm just gonna keep hitting you ground shit. Oh
he
no,
was playing, he's playing some super deep mind game, hoping Divine would just whiff something.
Something like that, right?
Yes, yeah. Okay, Tondo chilling, looking for a mistake. Oh my god! Yeah, these guys
That's not
definitely.
even easy to do.
They definitely play against each other a lot. That was nonsense. Okay, burns the starburst.
Big delay on it. Tondo this fight. Again, 2-round lead for Divine, though. Rage mode Tondo, and not gonna get used to forward for the punish there, closing out game 2. 3 rounds straight.
The perfect punish. It looked like it was just enough damage too. Okay, 3 rounds straight, like you said. Nice clap back from Divine.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of how the first game should have went in his mind, probably. It's like, how did I let that slip away? Should have been 3 straight, should have been over. But here we go. It's looking going to be a chance for Tondo to take the whole thing, right? So, I mean, the interesting thing is there to me is that Tondo, he was warmed up, right? We definitely saw the electrics coming through. You know, the wave was there, everything was there, except that the wall pressure from Divine really shut him down. And then once he even got to the open stage, it just didn't really matter. You went Tondo just like, he had Rage like, I'm gonna hit the Superman punch, run him down to a starburst, and now you get a wall, and that's my round. And just like, dude, what do you do? You know, like, I feel like specifically for myself in Tekken as well, I've been playing a lot lately, and I feel like I'll have like an 80% lead, and they'll be tapped into Rage, and I think I start playing differently, and all of a sudden I lose. It's like, dude, what was I supposed to do? Everyone has like a Rage mode comeback game plan, and apparently everyone's Rage mode comeback game plan is always better than my defense.
There's so much to think about. I mean, sometimes like you don't want to psych yourself out and play totally differently when they're in Rage, but some tools and some characters, I mean, their tool set really necessitates that you change. And the other thing is, I think at higher level, it's becoming a really big deal to notice when they're just outside of Rage and just getting really patient from that point and trying to kill them without them getting into Rage.
Exactly. And that strategy was like, you know, very common in Tekken 6 when the Rage activation point was lower in the health bar.
Right.
Now it's a little bit harder, but I do agree that is something I've started trying to do in Tekken 7 now as well. Like, I'm not gonna let you get into Rage, especially like against Marduk, dude. I'm like, nah, bro. It's like,
yeah, you can't just like fabricate it. Like, you can't just try to play like, oh, I'm never gonna let him into Rage. But when the situation happens where he's just outside of it, it can be a really big mistake to tap them into it.
Exactly. A nice block here on the Hell Sweep from Divine. That's a huge start. First round here, game 2, low parry off the get up kick.
Spring kick, okay, momentum change. Oh, Tondo went for the perfect electric. Jeez, bro.
He believes, bro. He's warmed up. Like game 3. Totally
snap!
Up.
Look at this damage he's got. Devil form.
Oh goodness!
Wow! He stabbed it. He walked the running to Mid devil form electric. That was tight.
That was so ridiculous.
What a comeback.
I feel like
Fine.
Go
ahead.
I feel like every time I see Devil Mode Kazuya, they lose the round. You know, but that time, Devil Mode Kazuya won the round. Whoa.
Devil Mode Kazuya actually snapped the running too. Okay, that's parry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man, the damage is stacking so fast.
Yeah! Countered orbital backwards? Got him. That was cool.
What the camera angle? Okay, total even. 2 rounds left, 2 bubbles.
Wow.
Starburst off of that. Not ready for the swipe again. Starburst again. Tondo's just gotta get up. These get up kicks are getting him killed.
Oh my goodness, yeah. The low get up kicks in general, right? And yeah, I agree. Maybe skip the get up kicks completely. Just get up.
Get up. Get up.
Oy, oy, oy.
Jeez, that running 2 is doing work. Divine's so confident. Huge damage. Still has Starburst.
Power crush through. Alright, Tondo. Last chance. Superman in the face!
Jeez, bro, how many of those did he hit?
Too many. Way too many. Wow. There you have it. Divine Exodus brings it back 2-1. Wins the set there. Sends Tondo down to the lower bracket. So it'll be Divine moving ahead right now, which I do believe in the bracket will have him going up against ELN later. Jose.
That's right. Yes. Man, that running 2, I mean, in counter hit, it's like 50 damage or something like that. And he hit like 5 of them. It's too much. You can't win like that.
The running 2s, the down 2-2s, the wall pressure, everything was looking good for Divine there. And Tondo had his moments, but, when he tried to go back to the hell sweeps, Divine's blocks were there as well. So definitely a big issue for Tondo and why he's down to the lower bracket now.
Yeah, really good adjustment. So good stuff to Divine, advancing onward. I think, as usual, he's one of the favorites to win these. He usually makes a deep run, or if he doesn't win, he makes it to grand finals. So good job advancing forward. 2 strong players sitting in winter semis right now. So we'll be taking a look ahead at who we got coming up next.
Exactly. Of course, all 8 of these players going to be starting on the winner side of the bracket. So we expect we're going to get more winner side action because there's, I don't even think we have a loser side match ready to go yet. So should be a good one. I know the last match we had was going to be Joe Crush versus Geese Joestar, but I forgot which one we had in the middle of these 2.
Got it. Yeah, it was Odell.
Oh, that's right.
And Undefeatable King. So yeah, Odell. I actually just played him last night in another tournament, and it was like super close. Like I almost lost. I think this is Odell.
Odell.
Yes,
Joshy Washy. Yeah.
Josh. Wow, so young, man.
Josh,
18.
yeah, 18, out of Chicago, Illinois. Odell, the finest on social and stream. I love when the names are the same. Makes it easy, but of course, hopefully we'll see him at Combo Breaker this weekend, right? That's out in that Chicago area as well. So of course that's gonna be a big event for everyone in the Tekken scene.
Yeah, he'll probably be there, right? If that's hometown. Right.
Yeah, hopefully. But still got to get through Fight Night first, going up against Undefeatable King here, Muta from North Carolina, 27 years of age. Check him out on Undefeatable King for his stream, and he's got that Armor King ready to go as well. And Undefeatable King, definitely one of these players that has made a lot of top 4 finishes out of these PlayStation Fight Night events. Definitely a name I'm very familiar with in these events as well. So we will see how he does here. This should be an interesting one because I have not seen Odell, Joshy Washy in these PlayStation Tournament Fight Nights. So curious to see how he does against Undefeatable King.
That name, I can't get over it. You want to break the news, Rick?
You can break the news. You got it.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer.
I know, that's why I did
news. Well, I guess it's not bad news for Tondo fans. So I guess Divine Exorcist picked the map going into game 2. It must have been.
I noticed there was not a question mark on it. But yeah, you see it because of it. Tondo's going to be the one advancing in the bracket, so it's going to be Tondo going up against ELN later on.
Unfortunate. So I guess, yes, the match was void because he selected the stage. Just one of these things, like pay attention to the rule set as closely as possible.
Every tournament has their own set of rules.
Yeah, so it's got to be random stage select every time. Players, if you can hear me, random select the stage.
Even after you lose your first game, whatever, in the second one, you got random still. That's how tournaments used to be back in the day too. We always had to random select the stages.
I would almost like to see a return to that. I think a lot of people have been a little bit put off by just the amount of counterpicking to Infinite Stage and Forgotten Realm, and just how much it benefits only certain characters.
For sure.
Random select is cool. I miss the good old days sometimes, but we got the good old days right here. Random select.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. I definitely am not a fan of the Infinite Stage counterpicks. Forgotten Realm for the King players happens a lot of the time as well. Obviously, the other characters that also benefit from Forgotten Realm. I see Devil Jin players go in there quite a bit as well. So it's just, I feel like certain characters have advantages that they can counterpick, and a lot of other characters don't necessarily have that advantage. They're just like, well, I'd rather not play there,
Right.
But the other one's like, this is a clear advantage for me. I'm going there. I wish it was not the case, but that seems to be the way it is. Tekken 8 stages are much larger too, so hopefully, whenever we get to that game, we'll just have random always, because what are you going to do otherwise? I mean, I have no idea. We haven't seen all the stages, obviously, but I do like the stage size in that game. It's very nice, I think.
Yeah, people have been talking about that, like the stages are so huge, but we don't know how big the wall carries are going to be with heat mode. They might be super crazy.
Yeah, I mean, especially with a character like Julie or something, she ever makes into that game, she might get wall to wall anyway, right? But as far as I've tried out with my character in that game, it really hasn't been that crazy farther. It is farther than it was, depending on how you use your heat system, because you can get the heat bound plus the tornado screw in the same combo, so you can really extend it compared to where it was in 7. But the pushback of the combo is still roughly the same after the same number of hits, so you don't really have that many options to hit them as their body's flying so far away from you so fast. But here we go.
Here we go. He went Dragunov.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Interesting. I think maybe he likes Dragunov into Armor King, just the down 2 presence. Oh my god, QCF1.
Yeah.
I think down 2 makes sense because it can resist keep out Crouch Dash 1 and Crouch Dash 2.
Interesting. Wow, great mix-up? Okay.
Undefeatable King, working on a bit of a life lead here. Joshi just outside of Rage, tapped into Rage. Was that a mistake?
Uh-oh, we're going to find out.
Rage throw, step on him.
Get it out of here!
He's dead. Boom.
Low parry, ready to go, Joshi Washi. Undefeatable King. Yeah, I mean, you have to do it with Armor King. You got to do that 4-4 neutral too. It's just one of those moves, but I've actually played against Armor King recently who didn't use it, and it was so confusing because I kept on ducking all the mids. I was like, it's got to come. It just never came.
That's right. It is the strongest thing about it, man. Undefeatable King kind of getting ripped up right now. That's 2 for 2.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Look at this. 2 rounds straight. The perfect for Joshi Washi. It's looking like a wash.
I can't get over this name, bro. Let's go, Joshi. All right, 4-4 neutral 2, starting to connect. Catching him ducking. Drop kick. Okay. Counter hit, sleigh ride. We got throw breaks. Warming up. That 4-4 neutral 2 is really successful in getting Odell to duck. They're trying to close with the string. Rage mode for Joshi.
Oh my goodness, went for the high. Wow.
Not getting the low. Okay, Undefeatable King staying alive in this game 1.
Barely staying in here. Let's see what happens now. Undefeatable King is definitely one of those players I've seen make crazy comebacks too. Giant swing. Uh-oh.
Classic sequence because it's so strong. 4-4 neutral 2, giant swing. Odell is down there for this 4-4 neutral 2s, and King's gotta take advantage soon. Big launch.
Yeah, I love the delayed pressure down 4-2 there.
Ultimate tackle. Oh,
reversed!
The drag can reverse the 2-punch. Get off me.
Get off me.
Oh, he stayed down. Oh my god.
That's the Rage drive. Oh my god, the wall's gonna save him! Oh my gosh, Undefeatable King, bro. Final round. How did he stay in that round?
Oh, he had to win like 4 interactions. That was nuts. Down 2, down 2. Down 2 again. Counter it out of it. Evens up the life.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
The damage.
Step on him.
He's got the lead.
Punish. He's down there. He's ducking like crazy. He's blocking all of these lows.
Take that trade. Get out of the air! Undefeatable King. You thought you had me, you never had me. 3-round comeback.
You never had your car.
Damn.
That was nuts. So like Odell was blocking so many lows, but Undefeatable King just like flipped the script at all the right moments. Like that down forward 2 for the win that round and the round before that. Odell just pressed his luck a little bit too much with his low defense. That's crazy. He got so many low blocks and still managed to not win that game.
Armor King is kind of an underrated character. How do you feel about him?
Oh, he's so cheap, man. He's so good. It's like it doesn't matter how good you are at breaking throws. Like your defense can't hold up forever against this character's grapple game. And so like you're gonna have to start ducking, and his mids are just nasty. Like back 4 is insane. Like 37 damage, fast, safe mid into Oki. And then just down forward 2, like homing, fast, mid launcher. Like he's got really good buttons to blow you up for ducking. So I think he's really good. And his whiff punishment is like S tier.
Yeah, I really hate down forward too, because like it's punishable if he doesn't do the follow up, but like it's also out of range of my punisher half the time. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like just let me punish it consistently.
I mean, he's just such a good character. I mean, his punishment back 1-2 is great. Leads into to good extensions, like just mix ups afterward. Shoulder just as a whiff punisher and a block punisher. Yep. Dark upper, and he's got that cheap evasive button that just gets out of like everything. Yep.
I'm gonna move to the side here. You're gonna miss me.
I think he is. There's a learning curve. Like he's tough to use. Like he doesn't get that reputation as just like a cheap top tier. But like when somebody uses him really well, it's just so hard to deal with.
Totally agree. Undefeatable King here. I'm trying to remember if he used to also use regular King. And I feel like he had one.
I think he does. Yeah, but he's mostly been representing Armor King.
It's funny because like you always hear about JDCR complaining about this character. I'm like, what are you complaining about, bro? Like, where are the complaints coming from?
Man, he's a propagandist. I've been saying he just tries to poison the waters, like so that they'll keep buffing Armor King, and it's been working.
That guy. Yeah, it's been working. Man. Poor Law, he is so bad. They really need to start buffing him. Is that what I'm supposed to say? I don't know how this works.
This stuff works, man. You just got to make clips of like your character just struggling. And Namco will see, bro, and they'll buff your character. It works with Fang. I'm telling you.
I should try it right now with Fang.
They'll buff Fang again.
They'll buff him again. Yeah. Oh man, I wish this game had like one more patch, and I remember people talking about it. I just don't know if it's going to get it, but I hope it does. I feel like Fang is the weird thing is like I feel like Fang's a problem, but at the same time I feel like he's losing in tournaments still. So I don't know, maybe he's not. But Odell switching it up here to Brian Fury.
Brian, huh? I'm wondering why he's not repping Eliza at all today. He's very capable with her.
Very strange.
He wants to play some normal Tekken.
Straight out of prison, Brian Fury.
Oh
counter
it. Right to the jaw.
Back 1 versus back 1 too. It's kind of funny. Hey.
That's not a fair contest.
What? That was crazy looking.
Okay. Puts himself against the wall. Odell trying to get this Brian wall pressure going. 1-2-1. Okay, down there, still down there. Okay, Undefeatable King's trying to bring the power mid. Speaking of that move.
Here we go. Last pixel here for Joshy Washy. No wall bounce for you.
Okay. Odell really just trying to establish a ton of 1-2-1 with Brian right there. You might need to open up some lows. There you go. Oh, random jet upper. That was tight.
Dash up jet upper. Oh, doesn't get the combo to the wall, though? Oh, no. Giant Swing, that's going to hit the wall. That's extra damage.
70 damage for your trebles. Whoa.
Wow.
Not the right punish. That used to be the right punish. Not anymore. What a block. Bold block while he had the rage. He just knew.
Yeah, Game slowly gone away from Josh Iwashi, your undefeatable king on set point now.
Fight back, Joshi. Oh, no. Dark upper to the wall. 1, 2,
Bang, boom.
3. Spring kick. Light punish.
Just took some jabs on it.
Oh,
Stunner.
Struggling with this Brian right now. Can he make something happen? Back one.
Power crush. That looking. Oh, it's not over just yet. Last pixel. Last chance. Josh Iwashi.
Fight back, Joshi. Oh, you're dead.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Boom. Out here. Undefeatable king. 2-0. Looking undefeatable so far against that Brian at least. Getting it done here. Josh Iwashi down to the loser's bracket. Not out of the tournament yet. Maybe we'll see the Eliza down there later. At least I hope we do. Because I don't know if the Brian's got it. I think the Dragunov was kind of impressive. I don't think the Brian had a chance to warm up. I don't think the gear switched into Brian mode yet.
That ain't it. I mean, he had that 1 3+4 that he threw. That was like, it was good. He read the timing. He read that undefeatable king was going to swing, but unfortunately, it was a power crush. So no dice.
No dice indeed.
But yeah, I think the drag looked pretty good. Definitely could have won with the drag, but yeah, I think Eliza and drag should be the players going forward. We got one more match in winners brackets.
Yes, sir.
Or at least in the first round of winners bracket.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time.
Let's take a look.
There he is, Joe Crush, aka Father King. 23 years old, another young man from Texas. You can find him on socials at JoeCrush_ and on Twitch at TKJoeCrush3232. Jack player, Geese player. He's a regular here, very strong player, one of the best in the United States right now, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt, definitely made a name for himself these past few years. I feel like I've been seeing more of the Jack coming back. I don't know what that's about. Maybe seeing the previews of Tekken 8 has him re-inspired for the character or something, but the Geese is always going to be sitting behind him as well, ready to go in tournaments. This character, Geese, gets nerfed and still gets to top 8, so I think the character's doing just fine.
Yeah, I think he's been playing a lot of Jack like in anticipation of Tekken 8, but he will bring out the Geese if he really needs it. But speaking of Geese Joestar, Yagami Santos, age 22 from Mexico City. On socials, nice. TK_Geese Joestar, and on stream, Geese Joestar.
Yeah, same age, huh? That's pretty cool.
All right, finally got a young man battle. Yeah, these two have played quite a bit in the PlayStation tournaments, heavily in favor of Joe Crush. I know Joe feels very confident fighting him, but you never know if Geese Joestar's got something up his sleeve this time for this encounter. All you got to do is reflect on your past losses and come to the table with something new in a first to two. So it's always a fresh opportunity. We'll see what happens this time.
No, exactly, especially in the first two scenario, right? And Geese Joestar are definitely a very capable player. I feel like sometimes he gets in his own head a little bit and loses a little bit of faith in his character, and we'll see like the swap to the Akuma come out or something like that. But I've also seen that happen and doubt him, but then the Akuma gets it done. So
right.
You never really know, especially with Akuma. I think he's just that character. And I feel like if you're on like a random select stage rule, Akuma gets a little bit stronger because you can't take him in for stage and take away some of that from him, right? So we will see out here in this format which character he decides to go with, especially against a player that he does not have a good history against.
I'm never sure like which is stronger, like his Geese or his Akuma. I mean, I guess Geese is his namesake, probably what he considers his main. Right. But he really has managed to turn some sets around with the Akuma pick. Even when he's not clean with the Akuma, like he's got that heart with that character to just make the win happen.
It's funny because a lot of times you'll see it in a situation where it's like, oh, he lost those 2 rounds. This looks like a terrible decision. Why did he switch? And then wait, now he's got meter. Yeah. Look at this comeback after comeback after comeback. Damn,
Akuma is just nasty, man. He made some good character choices. Tekken. He picked the right characters to put time into.
So, which characters are not from Tekken? I'll play those ones. Like that was the right choices in this game, basically. Man, yeah, you have like when you're winning by literally 90% and Akuma's in rage, and then they jump in at you when you went to close out something, and you're like, oh, there's a wall and a balcony back there or something. You're like, oh, I think I might be dead.
One interaction, bro. You could lose one interaction. Then.
I think literally last night I was playing, and I think I did a down jab, and I got jumped in on. I was like, oh no. I was like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, it was one down jab. It wasn't anything crazy. It was like,
insane, bro. Man. Insane.
Yeah. Good stuff to Akuma players. Do you think the character's coming back for Tekken 8?
I'm just gonna say no because in my heart, I hope no.
I'm concerned. I feel like he might be coming back.
I guess the reasoning would be like overall Akuma has been good for the game, like just in terms of getting people involved, like bringing hype, and also like almost having like a villain character, like a character that people
really
want to root against. Like, get this guy out of here. But the character is just so strong. It's like everyone's going to be rooting against him, and you're going to be let down a lot.
The villain keeps winning, bro.
But I mean, I've always been open about it. I've never really been a fan of that character's mechanics in this game. I think it's too strong. It's too game breaking. But I know some people really like him. I mean, we'll see what happens. I would like him not to come back, but I'll still play Tekken regardless.
I'm the same way. I feel like if Akuma is in the game, though, I think that Geese has to come back too.
Why is
I cannot see Akuma. I cannot see either of these characters returning without the other one. Is really what it is. I feel like they're kind of tied together in Tekken now. Like they're obviously outside guests that are in the game, so it's like if one guest comes back, why didn't the other one come back? I think that question is just like, well, they're both coming back then, unless they just make a Tekken character that like replaces that moveset essentially. But I don't want to see that happen. I think that Tekken character should be martial artists, basically. That's all. I feel very strongly about that. So we'll see where things end up here. But I am more concerned about Akuma returning than Geese because I don't know that his storyline ever concluded. Like he was tied to Kazumi and everything, and he's in the universe now. So what do you do with him? Unless like he has an outro like, all right, my job here is done, I'm out. Then he's not coming back. But he never had one of those.
Please, can I get one of those in the final patch?
Oh man. Well, here we go. Joe Crush versus Geese Joestar. It's gonna be Precipice of Fate Akuma from the Geese Joestar going up against the Jack.
All right. Here we go. I mean, Jack has been known to be a pretty good character to use against Akuma. Got the high jab to float him out of the jumps. But Akuma's got some good stuff in this matchup himself, particularly his focus attack.
Let's see how it goes here. Game 1 incoming.
And they're off. Joe Crush getting busy with the jabs. Wow, what a launch.
That was really good.
Yeah, he has back one.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever tried to launch punish a down back one on whip. Like, that sounds risky anyway.
Okay, Joe Crush catching that down jab. He's getting pressured hard at the wall, trying to fight his way out. What a conversion! He was ready off the wall, standing one. Running plus frames. Joestar jumping in. Demon flip throw.
Rage Art anti-air is gonna work! Yes, it is, and he survives it perfectly.
Occasionally there's interactions where the Akuma player will actually jump over the Rage Art, but he did that like dive bomb kick to get right down to the ground. Good punish from Joe Crush. Space pretty good. Joestar has missed 2 opportunities to launch with his 10-frame punish.
Save the meter. He wants the full meter for the full comeback later.
I want to use it when the time is right. Joe just playing keep out. Using that long range side step 2.
Oh, no. Yeah, the bar didn't get anything out of it. That's the other bar here now. And there's the anti-air from Joe.
That cool combo from Joe Crush gets the up 1+2 in there. Joe still at a def. What a whip punish. It's not going to be dead though. Definitely not. Low.
No way.
He can jump out of that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's so unfortunate.
Wow.
He's still alive. Whoa.
Nice duck from Joe. Called out the air throw. Even clip air grab doesn't get it. Joe crushed up 2-0 here.
Joe looking great at this matchup. Nice low parry. To the wall. Low splat.
Bounce. Yes,
Bounce.
sir. Wow, what the heck combo?
He didn't get punished for it somehow. Joe
that
shaking
was
up
funny.
the maracas, the Joe Crush maracas. Okay, that's right. Swing kick. Oh, it was Deep hitting spin kick. Loose with him. The low, he's gonna get launched. Oh, the
that was such a risk.
Greedy Tatsu drop for no reason. Trying to throw it.
Down fours. I like the down fours. I think they're working. I feel like they're good to establish the Kuma too.
Sure, that move really shakes things up. D-Gun knew he was gonna stay down confident. Four. Nice side roll out of there. He's just threatening the focus attack. Playing keep out. Oh my god.
But like at the same time, it's like, well, what's gonna happen?
As long as it doesn't whiff, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like tip range wall bounce.
Joe crushed. Get in the first game against Geese Joestar's Akuma. But boy, you know that Akuma. I'm thinking about that weird combo he did. He did like the instant jumping kick. Didn't get punched for it. You're right, but. Funny combo, and that's the thing when you watch his Akuma, it's not like a super optimal Akuma, but it seems to like get the job done. He finds ways to make it work, right? So he didn't go down 3 rounds straight there, but you gotta wonder, you know, like is it the right call here? And you let me know, like what do you think about the Geese Howard versus Jack matchup? Obviously, you played a lot of Jack in the past.
I mean, it's pretty good for Geese. I wouldn't say it's like super in his favor, but I mean, he can really bully Jack with his jab as long as he can get in close. Like the jab and down forward 1 pressure is solid. Of course, if he's got meter, he can launch down forward 2, so he can kind of limit Jack to be afraid to just throw that out recklessly. And Geese just has explosive comeback potential, like being able to threaten the jump when Jack is trying to go low for the win, changes the matchup.
Right.
I mean, Geese is not a bad choice at all. He fights Jack pretty well.
Yeah, I feel like also like to deal with the lows. There's the Geese switch. You know, like sometimes Jack players, they like to go with a lot of lows once they get, especially when you're back to the wall, like down back ones or something start coming out. But you know, like the forward 1+2 from Geese kind of shuts that down. It's a good safe attempt. He's got the counter for like jackhammer pressure if the Jack player is really into jackhammers. But you saw Joe Crush didn't really use either of those things, right? So. We'll see how this match plays out. But I do like the switch here. I wish he had started with the Geese.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the other part of this matchup is just Geese's fireballs. Like the presence to just be able to keep Jack out like that. You know, a lot of characters have trouble contesting Jack's range, but Geese being able to run away and throw fireballs, super good.
That's a great point.
Joe is just eating right now. Oh my god.
No bounce though. Debug.
Goes low. Blocks it, but Geese Joestar got a long way to go. That could have been a great start. Wait a minute. What do we got for combos?
Wait a minute.
He's gonna have
wall coming up.
Full combo, wall pressure coming. Rage mode. Just needs a splat, really. Two jab.
Yeah, he got a little greedy there, but if it worked out, he would be like, oh yeah, he's a genius.
Just misapplied his Oki a little bit. Okay, nice escape.
What?
I really like that play from Joe Crush. Dashing in off the fireball and just hitting the brakes. Not running into any keep out. Woo! Huge damage. Trying to lay on him. Body press. These shows are struggling to navigate around Joe's neutral game. Jackhammer.
Man, that down forward 2 was like the perfect timing because he didn't have the meter to punish it yet, but then he got the meter right as soon as he got hit by it.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, girl!
He's just started opening himself up a little too much. Oh my god, he's styling on him. Okay. Just chilling. Just chilling, throwing these sides up twos.
Alright, Geese Joestar double running ones.
Looking confident, taking his time. Pile driver, gotta guess. Gotta guess. Wait, he's in it. He's alive.
Geese Joestar, meter, spends it.
Can't take another.
Mix.
He could kill. He could kill him. Do it.
Yes, sir.
This should be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I can't believe he's alive right now.
That's crazy. Geese Joestar, Geese Howard, still alive. He's down 4-2. They'll start it around.
Oh, no.
He had no meter.
Yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Joe Crush. Up 80%, 90%.
Damn! Less than a 10-second round, it felt like Joe Crush closes it out there. 2-0 over Geese Joestar. Nicely done, Joe Crush.
Geese Joestar he got a little highlight in there, that nice comeback, but it was not enough. Joe Crush was kind of just ragdolling him, doing whatever he felt like.
That final round was crazy. Nicely done, Joe Crush. Man, that was very, very impressive there. I like his jack, man.
Yeah, man. Super strong. So Joe Crush going to be our final player to advance into winter semis. Nicely done.
All right, so that is the conclusion of the first round of our winner bracket here. Joe Crush moving on. He's going to be going up against, who was it? It wasn't Joshy Washi. He was Undefeatable King. Yeah, the Armor King. Ooh, that's a good match. Undefeatable King versus Joe Crush. And above that, we get Tondo versus ELN. So that's the guys who have made it to the winner side so far.
Yes, and lower bracket, we'll have updates as they come. Those matches will be playing off stream. We'll see who's progressing towards the lower bracket semifinal as those matches happen.
Yeah, I just saw the graphics change, so it looks like this will probably be the next match we get coming up. We're staying on the winner side of things. Uskatagui coming back up here against Tondo, just as we were talking about a second ago. I do believe we're going to see... Actually, I don't know. Against Kazuya? I don't know what character he chooses.
Yeah, I mean, I think both are decent at fighting Kazuya. Jose, he just really plays it like by feel. I don't think he like really breaks down the matchups like super closely. I think just whatever character he's instinctively feeling. Seems to be that way with his character picks, at least.
All right, well, let's take a look at the bracket so we can show you guys exactly where all these players are headed to. Uskatagui going up against Tondo here. That's what's going to happen. Of course, we saw Uskatagui versus Mookie in that Ling Xiaoyu matchup earlier. Uskatagui got that one 2-0. Tondo with the DQ win over Divine Exodus, moving ahead in the bracket. Undefeatable King over Josh Iwashi 2-0, and Joe Crush 2-0 over Geese Joestar. 2-0s across the board here is what we're seeing here, which is pretty wild for a first round of winner side of things, but that's where we're at. And I do believe our next match coming up is going to be Uskatagui versus Tondo.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we had the 2-1 set with Divine, but not really.
Disqualified. Yeah.
Canceled. Void. So yeah, this matchup, I almost get a sense that Jose is going to pick Raven just because like he really likes to involve both characters.
Oh, okay. I was
thinking to show they can use both.
I was thinking that he would pick Raven because he is such an old school character that he would bring out his character that he has a lot more experience against in the matchup at least. Because I don't feel like Kazuya's got all these new tools in Tekken 7 that you got to be worried about, you know? It's pretty much like traditional Kazuya, and so I think he's got more experience in it with that. Or he could just feel like, man, Kazuya can't do nothing about this Kunimitsu. Watch what I'm going to do to him. You know, like, I don't know where his head's going to be at. We will see, I guess. Divine in the chat with the F is like, oh, man. Never picking the stage again.
That's such a bummer. But, I mean, Divine, so strong. He can still win tonight.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I think the key with Tondo is you've got to have some kind of game plan to deal with his electrics, with his keep out game. And I think you got options with both of these characters to do that. They both play good keep out games. They both have tricky approaches. They can approach evasively with like high crushes. So just whatever he's feeling, whoever he feels sharper with right now, I think it's a good choice.
Man, I feel like Raven is so annoying to approach. But I also don't play a character and that's a mission that has a wave dash that can close distance really quickly. So maybe that would be a good tool to have against a character like Raven.
For sure. Yeah. I think, yeah, again, like the key thing that I'm thinking about, like that electric presence. I mean, I guess I would almost say Raven has better keep out than Kunimitsu. But I don't know if everyone would agree with that. You know, Kunimitsu's like backdash is super good, but
it is. I hate approaching Raven.
It's awful.
Like, I'm imagining like just like her teleport through. Like, what's Kazuya's best option for that? maybe back 4. I don't know if it hits. But that's the thing about that move. You kind of got to test to figure out what moves of yours work best, because some of the ones you think would work don't work. Like for me with Law, I thought, oh, I'll just back 4-3. It's a quick homing mid attack. She teleports through to work. It totally whiffs 90% of the time. I was like, what happens, dude? But my slower homing attack works just fine. So you got to figure out which one is your best option.
The Raven teleport you're talking about, right?
Yeah. When she teleports through you.
It's a little bit counterintuitive because you're just like, oh, just do a homing move. But actually, the secret to making your moves track way better is you have to briefly sidewalk left while she's teleporting. So as soon as you see it happen, as soon as you see it start, you got to walk left, and then your moves will just gain like tons of tracking in hitting her. So
well, if you sidestep right, then it doesn't. Or puts you more off axis or something.
Left works way better.
Okay.
Yeah, right doesn't work the same way. You got to go left.
I'm gonna take a mental note. Sidestep left against Raven teleport. Okay, there we go. It's locked away now.
For instance, like if I'm playing Jack, and so they tend to do the teleport off that 3 smear 4, right? So 3 smear 4, they teleport. As soon as you see it, you walk left, and then I just do down forward 2, and that will launch her with Jack.
Whoa, that's really good.
And we do have a bracket update down the lower brackets. Divine Exorcist advanced over Mookie.
Congrats, Divine. Staying in the tournament.
Yep.
Not done just yet.
Not out of it.
And definitely, as you mentioned, strong enough that he could still win the entire tournament from the loser side of things. But going to be a hard run here today because we have so many killers in this top 8. Joe Crush, of course, looking real sharp right now. ELN, we'll see what character he brings out. Let me ask you about this here. What about Raven's her parry thing that she's got? That move seems super cheap.
Just the back turn like teleport parry thing?
Yeah. It's not just back turn, right? Isn't it also front turn too? When she teleports and drops like farther ahead in front of you.
I think that's like a built-in Sabaki option on back too. Is that right?
I don't know.
Is that how that works? I'm not a Raven player, but yeah, she can do that from front turn. But I think that's like a built-in, like almost Sabaki animation on her back too, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, because I played against a Raven player the other day who was spamming it on me. It felt like it's like they would do a move and then I would try to respond with anything. I was like, nope, I'm out of here, peace. It's like, so I got to go back and look at the tapes and study it because I was like very confused. I've never seen a Raven abuse it that much and do so well with it. So something I want to look into later because I definitely need to see more Ravens do that if it's that abusable. But yeah, Raven definitely also a character that's kind of grown in usage. I feel like the past like 2 years or 3 years, like we see Pina in Japan using Raven now a ton, doing well with Raven, I should say. There was another one in the past too. I can't remember who it was though.
Go Attack?
Go Attack? Was he using Raven too? It's still
Go
Raven.
Attack,
yeah.
It was that was like very early on Tekken 7, but he had a great run at a combo breaker 2018, I remember. Yeah, I mean Raven's a strong character. It was interesting that they hit her pretty hard with the nerfs,
right,
in the more recent patches because she wasn't like crazy dominant character.
Yeah, it seemed like, wait, aren't you guys looking at Akuma and Geese or something? Like, why'd y'all hit Raven so hard?
It was kind of weird.
No, and Hayes as well from Texas.
Yeah,
with Raven, yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing. Like the stuff they nerfed, I mean, it was like really strong. But she was just a weird candidate to nerf like pretty hard.
No, I totally agree, and I think that's been one of the criticisms about Tekken 7's patches is we don't really know why certain characters get buffed or nerfed. Like there's been explanations that they put out with the patch notes now, which have been good to see. In the past we got no explanations about anything. We just see the list of changes, right? But I would still like in the future, to get like lists of like, we think this character is excelling at XYZ, so we're deciding to do this about it. Like something brief like that is even enough to say like, okay, well, this is what they're thinking when they made this decision. Because then you can, usually use that against the developers and be like, well, why didn't you think about the same thing about this character? So it's a little bit more transparent, I feel like, for the community, at least when they're looking at it competitively.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, just balancing games, there's a lot to consider, like a lot to go into it. And I think especially when there's like 50 plus characters and so many potential interactions, like they're not going to be able to break it down to an exact science. But yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Like the more explanation for the community, the better.
Yeah. On the other hand, you just leave them in the dark, and you get a lot of community interactions. Everyone's
Screw them. Let them fight. Let them scream at us.
yeah. They're fighting with each other. They're fighting with us. It's great. They're lighting up social media. Social media managers happy.
No such thing as bad publicity.
But here we go. It's going to be the Kunimitsu versus Tondo's Kazuya here. Cave of Enlightenment. So yeah, sticking with the Kuni here. I'm curious. I've always thought like the Raven was the stronger character for him.
Yeah, I think he's got more experience, but
Mhm.
he's been making the Kunimitsu work.
Yeah.
Let's see what he does. Here we go. Tondo opening up with the lows. Gonna work his way in. Double hell sweep. Say, playing very active, scrapping up close. Whoa, he didn't get around that.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, twin pistons, Kazuya's signature. To
He
the
blocked
wall.
the mid though, and it's the wall standing, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't in crouching state. That was crazy fast.
Good stuff from Tondo, really making use of that wall Oki after the combo. Okay, let's say working his way in with the slides. Out sweep. Okay, doesn't bite on not looking for the high. What a step.
Block. Yes, sir. Tondo.
He thought he had his back. Not quite.
Swings on back position. Dangerous.
Let's say with the super delayed get up kick. Okay, nice block. One too many. One too many.
Yes, and especially when you have that kind of a life lead, like that helps you not even going to kill, right? So it's pretty risky.
Yeah, man, Kazuya players, they're gonna go for it.
Yeah. And then you're like in a
Afraid?
blender on Oki afterwards. You're like, is he gonna do another one? And that's what you're always thinking about.
They ain't afraid to gamble their life lead, man.
Yep. What lead?
Okay,
Bro.
DF2. Jose was looking for that full crouch mix. Tondo shutting it down.
And now that I think about it, I really like that down forward 2 he just did. He saw her threatening the full crowd mix up. He's like, no, I'm going for the counter here. Trying to delay the mix. Damn, the electric.
Ooh, that was a fast one. Can you get this wall? Specialized
Yes.
combo. Nice. 3 dash jabs in there. And it broke. Okay. Steel pedal. Good escape. Slash kick. Nice. I like that slash kick there.
Yeah, and Tondo taking the lead now. Oh my goodness.
You remember the first round, he tried to open with that low. He's going to break the floor? Yeah. What's after that?
Whoa, nice combo.
Oh, the damage.
So
Crazy
over.
interaction. Caught him ducking. Caught him staying down.
Get him kicks though.
Rage Kazuya.
No way.
Rage Kazuya.
No way. No way. What is that?
YOLO TP. Okay, double for him. Devil
Jump
always
Kazuya
loses.
never wins. Yeah.
Except that one time.
Yeah, that one time. I remember it. It shocked everyone. He literally loses like 99% of the time, right?
Not a good conversion rate. Okay, Hell Sweep, evening things up. Going mid on wake up.
Hop kick.
Yo, the disrespectful hop kick. From the negative frames.
Good
Nice
duck in
dunk.
the high.
Tondo showing he's ready for this matchup. Not everyone ready to make that play on set 1-2. No
Nothing.
duck, no punish. Tondo,
No.
no.
Tondo, you had it, bro.
Couldn't even put his rage drive into play. He really thought Jose was going to swing right there.
That was rough. I mean, because he played so well until like literally the last 4 seconds. He didn't punish the one while standing 3, and then immediately after, like, rage art, like, oh man, he just threw it away back to back.
Yeah, I mean, his punishment was looking pretty good. He had that great duck on set 1-2, but yeah, he missed that opportunity to get like a back 1-2 punish for a knockdown. And those are so crucial for Kazuya. I mean, he excels so heavily when he gets a knockdown and he can apply that Oki mix. So getting those, really important. I think that's what he should just be thinking about going in. Like, just keep the back 1-2 ready. Just have it in the back of your minds and keep playing solid. That was a very close first game.
No, that was definitely closer than expected. And Tondo definitely had some momentum at some parts there, too. But Jose Uzcategui, ELN, hanging on to get game 1. He's got too many names now.
So
but
many.
he's hanging on here, trying to get to that top 3, right? If you win this set right here, you're in the top 3 of the tournament, so you're into the prize pool. So there's a lot riding on this one, because if you lose this one, you're only in the top 5, but top 4 is where the payouts end, you know? So winning this matchup, this set, is very important.
Most definitely. Don't want to go home empty-handed. Getting into the top 4 is the mission.
Especially when you're this close, right? Like, this is the do or die spot almost, because you're on the cusp. And then if you lose, then that's the actual do or die spot.
For sure. So Tondo fighting back from a deficit here on the G-Corp helipad. Certified random select.
Excellent. You can see that question mark. I hate
Nice
that
job.
doesn't exist offline.
Yeah, I know.
Offline, there's no question mark. It's only for online matches.
Well, you can just, you just got to look at the screen, make sure your opponent hit random.
Yeah, remember in Tekken Tag 2 they had those shortcut buttons to pick stages? So you'd be like, I'm on random. You see it move by and you hit L1, R1. Oh, look, there's a random.
That's the dirty tricks that people try to pull. Okay, strong starts. I'll say denying the spring kick too. Got a lot of damage off of that thing.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage. Oh my gosh.
Tondo trying to get away from this wall. He actually stopped to put himself back in the corner. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
Unfortunate drop, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can we get Devil Kazuya in here to lose the round?
Lose the round?
so regular Kazuya doesn't have to take the L? Okay. Let's say up 1 round in game 2.
That's purpose. Devil Kazuya.
Take the heat.
take the loss and regular Kazuya doesn't lose. Yeah, that's all we're trying to do.
He's the stunt man, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta keep Kazuya healthy. Okay, gonna break this. Ooh. Oh, so many hits. Fell off that wall really fast. Okay, wasn't sure about the back one there.
It's always weird to me that the wall has to carry over on different walls.
It's the system, man.
Yeah.
That's how they designed it. You only have so many wall hits in a combo.
I already used 2 on this wall, so that means when I hit the next wall, I don't get all the hits again? Why? Like, they're not even the same wall. But yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, there's a knockdown. Oh, there's another one. Not impressive. Rage mode Kunimitsu. Tondo trying to close this out. Goes for the mid. The dice. Power crush stuffed. Uh-oh. Kunimitsu Oki.
Oh my goodness. Rage drive connects.
Super dead. That's
dead.
Lats from so far away. Where did his life go? He just took like 1 heavy knockdown. Because that 442 does 1,000,000 damage. Okay.
Caught him that time. Yeah, that was really well timed.
Keep out axe kick, yeah.
Maybe.
Pressuring. Say backing off. Just trying to figure out how he's gonna get this last bubble.
Good block. 70 launch this time. Tondo bringing it back.
Mid hell sweep. I like it.
That was good. I like that a lot.
Final round game 2.
Set point for Jose. Make it into the prize pool payout. Toe check's good from Tondo. Got him with the axe kick. Wall carry. Uh-huh.
Come mid. Normal grab. Trying to fight out the corner.
Big lead Tondo's got to watch out for sweep. Oh my goodness.
Jose so good with the crouch jab because he can threaten so much offense after Kunimitsu's full.
The hop kick after set 2.
Will it be enough? 1, 2, 1 guess. I mid for the win.
The back 4. Close it out, ELN. Congrats. Moving into the winner's final with that win. 2-0 here over Tondo. Congratulations. Top 3 guaranteed from that position. Tondo not out of the tournament yet, but only in the top 5 right now. Needs to win his next matchup to get into that prize pool and make it to the top 4.
Congrats, Jose, getting in the money. Tondo
In
not
the money.
Not out of it, of course. And we probably have a development in the lower bracket by now with our other match. I'm not sure, but
Sure.
we'll see if they throw the bracket up if we got any progress over there.
Yeah, of course. We still have one more match, I believe, on the winner's side, though, that we got to get to here on the second round out here. We got Undefeatable King going to be going up against Joe Crush, probably the Armor King, going up against the Jack, maybe, unless Joe feels like something about that matchup a certain way, or at least we'll see.
Yeah, I think I would just like to see the Jack. I mean, I'm biased. I'm biased, of course, but I like to see the Jack more. But yeah, I think Jack fights Armor King quite well, so I think it'll just be a good choice. And he was on fire with Jack his first game.
He really was.
Why switch?
I mean, I would hate to see him switch character when he's doing so well with the character, but whatever he's feeling in the moment, right?
But yeah, let's scout that updated bracket. Let's see if we got any progress down the lower bracket. And it was Geese Joestar advancing over Joshy Washi.
Josh Washi out of here. Geese Joestar will be going up against Tondo later. So Geese Joestar, Akuma Geese versus Tondo with the Kazuya. And that's the matchup to make it into that prize pool payout. Rough one. But of course, Divine Exorcist waiting down here after his win with Mookie, going to be getting the loser between Undefeatable King and Joe Crush. That's not an easy one either. No. That's rough all around.
He's waiting on some tough opponents. Divine probably thinking like, I want Joe to advance. I mean, I think Joe's probably the tougher opponent for him, but I don't know. I don't know if
for everyone.
Maybe Divine has fought Undefeatable King before and doesn't like it. But
you can look at it both ways too, right? Because then on the other hand, you can be like, you know what, man, I have a good chance against Undefeatable King. But if he can beat Joe Crush somehow, then I only got to beat Joe Crush once in this tournament right here.
Take him out right here. Take him out now in a first to two.
Exactly. Just one chance here, and I don't got to beat him in 2 first to threes later for the loser side. That's not a bad way to look at it either, if that even happens. But it all depends on what happens, of course, between Undefeatable King and Joe Crush first.
Yep. They're going to be queuing up. We're anticipating Jack versus Armor King. Could be the Geese, but
yeah. When are we going to see Jack out of you again?
Bro, I've been playing Jack.
What?
No way. But don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody? Oh, yeah. All right. I won't tell anybody. Don't worry.
But I've been using Fang. I've been using Fang too, man.
Everyone's been using Fang. That doesn't even count.
No, but I'm saying I'm back on my rotation, man. Marduk, Jack, Fang. I got the whole squad is back together, dude.
Well, what are you going to be using a combo breaker?
That's a secret.
Oh, a couple days away, Joey Fury.
It could be Gigas, man.
I mean, you might as well before he's dead.
Before you never see him ever again.
Oh, man. Do you think he's coming back?
No.
After they gave those Jack moves? I don't think so.
Nah.
They gave too many moves away, right?
He's gone, dude.
Yeah.
But he's in a pretty good spot in Tekken 7 right now. I think somebody's got to have a last hurrah with Gigas.
I feel like, Gigas and Katarina were tied together in the Tekken 7 storyline. So now that Gigas is gone, Katarina might as well be gone too.
They're both axed, yeah.
Yeah. Let's take them both out. I'm down.
I'm down. I'm down as well.
Oh man! But coming up now, hopefully we get our next match soon. It's gonna be a fun one. This one, Undefeatable King is definitely someone that I don't see enough of. I feel like in the tournament scene, it's someone I want to see more of in general. So, very very curious to see how he does against Joe here. Even though Joe probably has an edge.
I only really see him in the PlayStation tournaments. I haven't seen him elsewhere, or even really offline that I can think of. But
yeah, it would be very cool to meet him offline and then to see how he does in that kind of environment too. Because we've seen so many players kind of transition or try to transition from the online to offline. And you see like the struggles they have a little bit, and then you see other guys like Joe who just are like total naturals to it. It's like, oh yeah, this is the same thing. I just go do my thing and it's fine.
Yeah, it's always interesting. Like there used to be like a reputation for online players, I guess. Like they're not going to be able to do that offline. It's just going to be different, and a lot of their strategies aren't going to work, and they're going to be nervous. But the past few years, there's been so many guys that just start online, and like you said, they just show up like, I'm just going to do my thing, run my game. I'm not going to be nervous, and they have great performances. Yeah,
I mean, there are definitely people who first time nerves on things, like, oh, it's my first time playing on stream at an offline event. That little feeling is just like slightly different than just being an offline tournament playing your pools or something, right? But here we go, guys. Matchup incoming. Undefeatable King versus Joe Crush. Probably the Armor King here. Probably the Jack there. We'll see what we get in just a second, though.
We'll see. I'm glad he's back to using Joe Crush. I don't know what that Father King business has been about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I did not know about it, and I don't like it. So, you know.
Joe Crush is that's a good name.
Yeah.
The Geese.
The Geese right? Howard. All right.
I'm disappointed in you, Joe.
What?
I wanted the Jack.
Man, you know, Joey, that's what everyone was saying about you for years. You know, once you stop using Jack.
It all comes full circle.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's fine. The arena stage, though, small stage, good for Armor King here, too, I gotta believe.
Let's see. So the arena. Playing out that intro. Undefeatable King said, I'm ready. Skip the intro.
Yeah, he's super fast with it, too.
Jabs and DF1s. He's playing Geese. He's doing the right things. Fireballs. Jab. He's doing the good moves. Wow, nice. Nice random ripple 1+2.
Calculated.
Undefeated King just trying to get something started. Joe putting up his wall of fast buttons. Woo!
Good step.
No meter, though. He was going for the combo like he had meter.
Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. Rage. Joe swinging, doesn't want him to get that rage drive off.
No way! I thought I was going to kill.
He's not that.
The double! Man, that was really good patience from Undefeatable King, too.
That was so tense. I think I dashed into that second fireball.
Me too, definitely. I was like, oh, he threw it. I'm going to whip punish now and get hit by it.
Good stuff. That round was looking rough for Undefeatable King. Huge comeback.
Yeah. That's what he does.
But a lot of intel for Joe to keep in mind. Like, Undefeatable King let that sidestep attack rip a lot. So he's got to adjust and be ready in the scrambles for that option to come out again. Beautiful combo.
Don't worry about it this round. That round was all Joe felt like.
Didn't even need all the hits. Joe playing very fast pace, playing off his fast pokes. DF2 catches him moving. Ooh, what a snapping. He got meter this time. Look at this.
This is gonna hurt. Oh my gosh.
Half-life combo. Easy. Whoa, random drop on the under.
Yeah, that was weird, but doesn't matter. Closes it out anyway. I might have been wrong about the small stage thing. I think my favorite Geese Howard.
We're going to the wall every time.
Gross, yeah.
It's so much. Okay, big counter hit from Undefeatable King. Can he reach? Not quite. Random breath. Get down there. Plus frames. Baited.
Beautiful.
Step on him. All three?
All three?
Oh, baited.
Well, you knew. All right, final round here. Man, Undefeatable King's matches are so fun. Got him, though. He actually backdashed and dead hit something. It was like...
Late timing around start. He's going to lose about 40-ish%. No punish. Oh my god.
Good duck from Joe.
Yeah, good stuff.
Low praise up from Undefeatable King.
He's getting something started, but Joe's got 2 bars of meter that Undefeatable King's going to have to do. Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
he's dead.
The worst thing is, he put him in that, used the combo to flip him into that position.
On purpose.
So that he would have better OP. Yeah, and then Joe's like, well, this is my position to launch you, too. It's risky, but if I go for it and you're wrong, I get the combo. And that's what happened. Joe crushed getting the first game.
Yeah, if you put them in that flip position to limit their wake-up options, like, you better limit the get-up kick. Because they can only do, like, 3 things. They can either tech, hold back, or do, like, a delayed low get-up kick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you only have those 3 things in mind, like, yeah, that was definitely a misapplication of his Oki right there to just kind of play right into it.
Yeah, I wonder what he was looking for. Like a back roll catch?
I almost wonder if he was trying to anticipate a side roll. Maybe. I don't know. Unfortunate, lost his momentum there. He couldn't mount his full comeback effort. But Joe Crush going to take the first game.
Man, I love players like this too, where it's like when they're about to lose is when they activate. You know, it's like, now it's my turn. It's so fun to watch the attempt, but Joe Crush right now sitting pretty. Needs one more to make it into top 3 as well. We'll see if he can get there. Undefeatable King, I don't think we're going to see a character swap here, but you never know.
Nah, there was no problem with the Armor King. Just lost a few key interactions.
Wow, and the random takes him to Infinite stage.
Could be a good thing. I mean, he ate a lot of wall damage, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing. Worked out for him here. I mean, if it ran into a Forgotten Realm, it might have been a little bit better, but, it's fine. I think Infinite Azure is probably the best thing that could have happened for him.
Let's see. This is to make it into the winners finals and into the money.
Yeah, a lot on the line in this one right here. Let's see if Undefeatable King can send it to a final game in the set, though. Down for 2 counter hit.
One of the best buttons Armor King's got, perfectly placed. Wow. It's
Over the top, beautiful.
That was sick, dude.
Uh-huh. Give me this perfect. First round, Undefeatable King.
That truly was a perfect round. So well played. Two again. Wow, the hop kick. You got all the answers right now. Oki.
Really good hop kick.
Wavu, wavu. Looking for that back 4. Small punish.
I would have reached.
Yeah, that 2-1 is beefy though. 25 damage.
That's good.
Chain grab. What's he going for? Is he gonna be greedy? Oh yeah.
This side too? Oh my gosh, the damage on it.
That's the high damage.
What's the break for the high damage one? Oh, counter!
I think that was the 1+2 break, but I'm not sure. 1+2 is the highest damage one. Uh-oh.
Doesn't kill, but it's gonna make it real close.
He's gonna put him down to 1 hit, that's for sure. Oh my god, that didn't even work. Oh, that's such a Tekken habit to like, hey, I'm out at this range, I'll just throw a keep out jab.
Yep.
But the 2Ds can just kill you for it.
Yep. Go back in it. Good time. Huge life lead. There's that. That's the Undefeatable King's signature. Wow.
Whoa. Caught him moving on Wake Up. That came out so fast. Oki time. He's going for it again.
This time the spring was there behind it.
Joe Crush gonna get meter.
Oh my god, that was sick!
Dude, he's making such good plays. First the capital punishment, now the side swing. Down low.
It seems like he has a lot of experience in the keys. Matchup, no punish there. And here we go. More pressure now. Tries to duck the high launch, doesn't find it. Joe Crush back into defensive bar there. Gonna have another one behind it though. Undefeatable King here, sitting on rage mode, gets the multi. Escape this time from Joe Crush. And Jay Aiken, here we go. Set point for Joe Crush.
Set points. Oh, no break.
Hey.
Triple head smash. Down low. Down low again. Oh no!
Caught him forward 1+2 while he was coming in.
Barely clipped. Joe Crush.
About even. Is that a forward roll? Wow.
Joe Crush looking confident. Like his poise in this situation. Pressure. Keeping the pressure up.
Oh, he stuck the down back 3 and it's enough damage too.
Man, if that down back 3 had been there a little sooner, that might have been like a huge counter hit for the win. That would have done a lot of damage. Joe Crush clutching it out. 2-0 to advance to winners finals.
Yeah, congrats, Joe Crush. Making it into the money out here, into the payday. Winners final for you. Undefeatable King. With that loss, has to play against Divine Exorcist, I believe, in the loser bracket. I think we looked at that earlier.
That's right.
That is a crazy matchup as well, and that's also to get into that prize pool. So a lot of crazy matches shaping up here.
That one will be off stream. They're going to be vying to get into the lower bracket semifinal. But yeah, we'll take a look at the bracket, just see what has transpired so far. We got Uzkategui, aka Jose, aka ELN, going up against Joe Crush in the winners finals. Undefeatable King versus Divine Exorcist, vying for the lower bracket semifinal spot, and Tondo versus Geese Joestar. So those matches will play off, and then there were 6. Yes, soon to be 4.
Exactly. So those matches, as you mentioned, going to be playing off stream probably, so we can have our top 4 later on. But of course, if you guys want to be competing out here at these PlayStation Fight Night tournaments, make sure you guys head on over to compete.playstation.com. Sign up, get involved. Of course, Tekken 7, not the only game you can compete with there. Make sure you guys check out the website. A lot of other fighting games, a lot of other non-fighting games as well. So make sure you guys check it out. Compete.playstation.com.
And with that, we will be taking a short break before we come back with that winners finals action. So stay tuned, and we will catch you soon.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the MCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Back, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio!
Let's create moments from the games you love.
Come Tekken!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
Welcome back, guys. Fight Nights for Tekken 7 PlayStation tournaments, of course. Rip here with Joey Fury. We are down to our top 6 currently, working our way down to our top 4 and lower, of course. But man, you guys saw it there. New YouTube channel, Joey. Tell them about it.
Yes, so the PlayStation, they've consolidated all of their esports content over in one place on YouTube. It's PlayStation Esports. The link you can see there at PlayStation Esports. And some people might already know about it because we're actually live on that channel right now. We're not only broadcasting on Twitch. But definitely head over there, give a subscribe. Like I was telling you, Rip, the most recent video, there's a little video about the Road to Evo players who were sent there. Ringe was telling me that one of the people who won the Road to Evo trip was actually an Evo champion, I believe, in Guilty Gear.
Wow, that's awesome.
So super cool, great thing to check out. Once again, PlayStation Esports channel. Let's get back to business. Take a look at this updated bracket and see who we're about to watch.
Exactly. Of course, we do have down below, look at that, Geese Joestar over Tondo 2-1, so he's qualified into the top 4. Boy, that's a wild one, right? Because we saw him go down to Joe Crush earlier. Then he took out Josh Iwashi. Now he takes out Tondo, so he's into the top 4 as well. But up in the winner side of things, we do have ELN, Uz Katagui, Jose going up against Joe Crush. That one is going to be a best of 5 situation going down. Of course, Undefeatable King and Divine Exorcist still going to be playing each other as well to make it into the top 4. So a lot on the line in that match too.
Major rivalry match. Jose versus Joe Crush. A battle of the Joes in some ways.
I forgot about that. These guys have been battling for quite some time now.
Yeah,
but yeah, the matchup should be very interesting. I do think Joe Crush has the edge though, right?
Yeah, I would say so. There's like the weekly PlayStation tournaments on Tuesday nights. I know they fought last night and Joe Crush won.
Wow.
And the week before that, ELN won.
Okay.
And then going back a few weeks, I think Joe Crush had his number. So I'm not sure what the exact ratio is, but
right.
ELN totally capable of getting wins over him. It's just Joe Crush.
A recent win.
A little bit of the edge. Important. Yeah, for sure. So it should be good. Bit of a longer set though here. We got first to 3. Mm-hmm. Joe tends to bring the jack to this particular player matchup from what I've seen.
That's so curious too. Obviously, if you guys don't know, ELN from Venezuela, they used to have a really good jack player down there, Jackson 5. So I know he used to train Jack, forever ago. Obviously, this character Jack has undergone some changes since the Tekken 6 days, so not quite the same character, not used in quite the same way, but definitely should be a little bit more comfortable in the matchup. But I do feel like Joe Crush specifically with Jack has kind of a different timing based off like most other Jack players. I feel this way between like you, Anakin, and Joe Crush. You all have like slightly different timings the way you guys use the character, right? So very hard to get a read on and especially go from playing one of you to the next one. I feel like that's like a super duper difficult challenge, but very curious to see how ELN does in this matchup.
Yeah, Joe Crush plays super weird. His timing is really weird. The way I've always described it, he plays Jack like a Ganryu player. Almost like he just plays weird. He brings out those strange options and really just kind of makes you feel uncomfortable. All
right. Well, here we go. It is the Jack, and look at that, the Raven coming out from ELN. That's what I like to see. Island Paradise. Yeah.
Classic Tekken 7 matchup.
Damn, I want to know what character he beat him with on the previous week. I wish we had that kind of information. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I have no
That's
idea.
the future, right? Yeah, like in 5 years, like, man, remember when we had no information? It's like it would have been so hard to track. I don't even know how we would track it. It would have to be reported from the game and stored somewhere. But here we go. Joe Crush, ELN.
Winners finals. Oh, the
no.
pump trade. Can he reach the wall?
No. I believed he could have too. Dang, stop. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, got ducking. Wow, scrappy first round.
Yeah, and all the scraps seem to be going in favor of Joe.
Yep, that time, definitely. 23. Put him against the wall early.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Joe is crazy. He's crazy with that move in particular. Can you reach
So
this
good.
time?
Wow.
Yes, he can.
Good combo.
He knew it was a low hit, so he didn't go for that last part of the string. Smart stuff.
Nice. Yeah, hitting the brakes there from ELN. Doesn't get caught by the wall stand in one attempt.
Oh, you just barely missing.
What?
What? Yo, we're stepping it the wrong way.
Raven does what she wants. Good stuff.
That was a whip punch. I don't know if he can kill.
It's not going to kill.
Oh, Mookie. Mid.
How'd you
Wait a
guess? Doesn't. Bro, the up forward 4 though? Yo.
Joe was so close to taking that back. 1-1 on rounds.
One throw, no.
For that black hole. Good stuff from Joe, not running into another counter hit bait after the QCF4 whipped. Okay, they're swinging a lot, but nobody's really connecting anything. Body press.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Okay. Little tap. Okay, not gonna get the better of that interaction this time. They both have really long range attacks.
Yeah, that was a really quick duck and launch there off the down back 2-1. Joe's on point defensively right now. Caught him, counter. Resplat.
Huge damage. Oh, he threw the down back 2-1 again after it just got ducked. No fear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And Joe read the bait off the wild stand 2 there. He's like, you're not gonna get him to swing on that.
Huge wall splat. Joe Crush. That string's just devastating.
Good.
Keep out. Jose's gonna be in a really bad spot right here.
Yes, bad. Super bad.
Oh
my gosh, 2 of them.
Double pump the while standing 4. He just like knew he wasn't gonna get up right away. What kind of read was that?
The crazier thing about it is like the timing on both of them, right? Like Tekken's one of those games that doesn't force your character up. You can choose when you want to get up, you know? And Joe's like, you're getting up now. You're getting up now. I was like, wow, impressive.
That was really impressive. Okay, so Joe Crush, drawn first blood, taking the first game. Just so many things working. Like DF2 timings were excellent. Didn't really run into a lot of Jose's keep out. But there were some close rounds there.
Very. Yeah, and like I feel like that round at the end, the second to last round, where ELN went for the wall stand 2 setup, and Joe's like, oh no, I'm aware of that. If he had just played it safer instead, like I think he might have gotten that round, and then you have a different story potentially. But because of Joe Crush playing the way he's playing, you know, he's got the lead here. And this is probably why he has that small edge, right? Like, it's all you really need sometimes. Just a small edge over your opponent, and then as the set progresses longer and longer, it just turns into a bigger lead.
I think there is some like clash of styles between these two because Jose tends to, I mean, his style is a little bit crazy, right? You know, like he likes to play loose and create like crazy situations and play fast and try to take advantage of, you know, lack of awareness. But Joe tends to be like very solid at shutting that down. You know, I think like you need a solid approach to consistently beat Joe.
I feel like Joe also has like good anti-crazy. Like he's got the right he's got like the right idea of what to do against crazy that stops crazy or beats crazy or trades with crazy, you know? So it's like the crazy is just not working out for ELN here. It's close, but it's still going to Joe's favor, obviously.
Yeah, that's where the edge comes from, and I think a big part of that is Joe's just a quote-unquote student of the game. That phrase people like to use. Like he just studies situations and labs hard, and he's a hard-working player.
Yeah, very important nowadays. But here we go. What is that?
That
about?
was so sick.
Whoa, what? I've never even seen that move. What was that?
Back 3-2, charge 2.
What? Is that an unblockable?
That move's been around since Tekken 6, actually. It isn't unblockable, yeah.
Well, I have never seen that.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was nasty. Yeah, good throw escapes from Yellen, but gonna get ducked there. He's pressing his luck too much, but down back 2-1. Uh-oh, he left him alive? Okay.
Oh, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I'm in shock right now. I'm like gonna go play Jack after this to learn that move.
Yeah, that was some Jack tech for sure.
Oh,
combo
no.
drop. Trying to squeeze what he could out of it.
Yeah, that's like desperation right now, right? Like ELN, he had life lead there. Instead, he's like, instead of being solid like with it, he's just like, no, let me just throw this away. Give you a chance to come back on me.
Yeah, a little bit too crazy and getting clapped up. Nice combo from Joe Crush. Perfect wall carry. Low tap gets blocked. So he got the rage. Nice.
Okay.
Back turn mix. You can take this one.
Did he
Crush
block or hit a button? Okay. I wondered if ELN hit a button there, though. You know, that wasn't the worst idea for a rage art, but a little style-on-ish maybe.
Joe crushed the one to crack a little bit right there, getting crazy with his options. He figured he had the momentum, he can open up a little bit. The crazy can.
Sometimes that comes back to bite you. Nice punch there on the while standing one. Down for 2, no, sir.
At least with the down forward 2, but not a huge punish.
Look at the sidewalk. Could have had more probably, but that is a beautiful duck again, man. Joe's defense is great.
So sharp. Look at the optimization. He killed. There's no other combo that would have killed right there. That was perfect.
Well played, Joe Crush. Looking good right now.
Okay. Jackhammer.
Go on, good counter it. Yeah, I feel like, you know, and again, dude.
Whoa. Crazy camera angles.
I can't believe he even got the down 4-2 on that.
Joe just reading how he wants to play that teleport mind game.
Dude, these that teleport, oh my gosh. I was gonna say Raven's down back 4s on this stage are so hard to see because of red boots and the red floor. But it doesn't matter. Get it out of here. Joe Crush, 3 rounds to 1, takes game 2.
That was really cool Oki right there. Joe using the back one to flip the opponent's orientation around, and then they can only tech roll in one direction, so he can just really stroll up confidently. And he asserted that body press. That was super cool. A lot of great Jack tech on display right there. He had the unblockable tech trap. He had the optimized combo. He had that body press Oki. He's feeling himself.
Man, that's cool. It's cool to see new unblockable setups, you know, because I feel like unblockable setups are kind of a lost art, especially nowadays with how they've reduced like tracking things. But very cool stuff. Joe Crush putting in work, getting it done, but it's not over. It's best of 5 here. So up 2-0. ELN has one more chance to swap characters if he chooses. This is the last chance to do so. So will we see the Kunimitsu return here? Probably not a terrible idea, I think, depending on how, seeing how this is going at least.
Yeah, I mean, I do think a bit of the problem is that ELN has been opening himself up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just playing a little too reckless. But yeah, he's going to opt to... I mean, maybe he thinks this character's got more of a solid toolkit.
I feel like one of the hardest things in tournaments is when you realize your opponent is just playing more solid than you, and you have to tighten up your solid, and you're like, oh man, I don't want to do that. You know, like,
it's too much
much work. Yeah. There's effort required there. But let's see if ELN can do it here. Swapping to Kunimitsu. And see, that to me, that's the opposite, right? It's like, you know, I could have made myself more solid, but there's this better character sitting over here that I could just swap to. It's less efforts, though.
Let me try crazy stuff with a different character.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so risky, too.
But okay, we just got some simple block and punish.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. This is the way he's got to play, man. That's the way to do it. Joe even things out a little bit with his pokes. Okay, hard crush. Swipe.
All right. The right choice here.
Well, that was
I'm feeling it. Well, that's TGO versus TGP, you know?
And like, I've talked to some high-level players, and I've got like a lot of consensus that just one of the most valuable tools to have in tournament is just a really strong 10-frame punish.
Oh yeah.
Something that you can just apply easily, like -10 through -14. And those 1-2-2s have been stacking up for us.
Yeah, most 3-hit 10-frame punches to me have always been super strong. Kunimitsu, Fang Wei, so good.
Switch working out so far. Joe Crush down 2 rounds. Oh, and he rips it.
Wow.
Joe did not believe he was going to finish that.
CLN, dude. He will go for it. Oh my god, that's Joe Crush. He will go for it.
Huge damage. Half-life without a wall. And steps on her after. Finish it. Punish. Punish. Still got the wall pressure. Still got rage. Power shovel.
Alright. Joe's still in this, though. Don't count him out.
Good stuff. Yeah, he wants the 3-0. You know it. Has to end it now. Capped out by DF2.
Yeah, nicely timed there. ELN to the wall here. The stage working out great for him as well.
Back to mix. String. No finish. Oh, wait a minute. The maracas. The lows. Not going to finish it this time. Not that crazy.
Wait a second. ELN's crazy, bro. Plant the seeds and missed the first hit, too. Oh, my goodness. Set point for Joe Crush.
He could have done a poke, but he
Bro!
to send her into orbit. Okay. Get decent life here. 30%. Lows.
Again? Oh, my gosh. This is so risky for ELN now. I feel like should have kept the pressure going. Creating space against Joe right now, not the best call, but here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Just answering back. Turtling. Good escape.
Good patience to hit the brakes just in time, not get caught by the down 4-2.
This is tense.
Yeah, ELN is swinging a lot right now, too. I feel like he's about to get whip punished. Oh, my gosh.
Nice dash block. It's scary. I thought he was going to run into that.
Yep.
Say, extending his life lead slightly.
He's got to stay solid.
18 seconds. 15. Oh, he
swung into
the counter hit.
Oh, my goodness. And now Joe's got the lead. 10 seconds. Plant the seeds. Launch it. ELN closing it out. Oh, my gosh. There you go.
So bold from both of them.
Yeah.
The duck was bold. That seed planter was super risky. Good call out from ELN to be down there. Just figured Joe would swing for the highest damage low jack has to try to close it in a hurry.
And now the score 2-1. ELN on the board. Joe Crush, though, has the option to switch characters. I don't know if we'll see it, but almost brought that back. Almost closed out the set right there.
I mean, if he had just done jackhammer there, it's over. I mean, that's how close it was. I think when you take losses that are that close, like if I had just done one thing differently, it was over. There's no reason to switch. I mean, and he's the one settling into a different character matchup in that game.
I don't think that Joe has done a single jackhammer, has he? Today in this top 8?
That can't be possible.
I don't think he has.
What?
I don't think he. I've been thinking about it. I was like, I don't think he's done one. We'll see if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Whoa. Could that be true?
I was thinking about it earlier when we talked about the other matchup with Keith Howard and like how he's the counter for the jackhammer, but like I was like, Joe's not really using it, and I noticed he hadn't used it yet. So at that point I realized that he hadn't done it yet, and that's why I said that then. But I don't think he's done one since either.
So every time he's dashing in for damage, he's doing like forward 1+2 or something like that.
Or down forward 1, yeah.
Oops, all hugs. No
down forward
jackhammer.
2s all over the place, you know.
He said, "Why play safe? I'll just do launchers."
And down 1+2 is also safe.
That's actually crazy. If that's true, and he hasn't thrown a jackhammer.
It's the new Jack playstyle. Everyone expects to do jackhammer, so they're all trying to sidestep left. He's like, I'm never even going to use that move.
There was this Tekken player, Ben111, my boy Ben.
King player?
Devil Jin player.
Devil Jin.
And he's from New York, and he used to pick Jack and say, "I'm playing no lows Jack." That was his thing.
I'm pretty sure I stayed at his house one time.
No lows Jack, bro. It's just legendary.
Did it work?
Sometimes. I think it would have worked better with a few lows. But now there's no jackhammer jack, I guess. Okay, we're on the realm.
Oh boy.
F2 rocks by the counter hit.
Give me this floor.
Got like 2 extra damage off that floor break.
Yeah, it's okay. Get the floors out of Jack's way. I think that's probably the thought process.
Oh, seriously. Jack very dangerous with the throw breaks. Or floor breaks, excuse me.
Uh-oh. Wow, underneath.
Back 2.
I was going to say, got to be careful here.
Got him.
Oh my gosh, look at the damage he's about to eat. Ay, ay, ay.
Good Oki right here. No, staying down, he doesn't want to take the rage drive.
5 seconds.
To get
Oh my god, bro, you...
Run away, there's a jackhammer. Why? No. There's no way. There's no way.
It's gonna hella work.
Okay, it works, it works, it works.
Oh my gosh, with 2 seconds, Joe Crush miscalculated. It's funny because first ELN miscalculated. He's like, I got 5 seconds, I'll stay on the ground. He can't make, oh wait. Oh man, what a round.
Jackhammer into rage art was, I don't even know how to describe that.
I mean, ELN, he swings back a lot, right?
That's all I can say, he believed.
Yeah.
Trying to get a floor break with the command grab.
Oh, we got to grab this time.
Gripping
Not
him
a
up.
floor break, though. Woo. Wow, was that intentional? No way,
Went
right?
so high. That's a one. He's doing jackhammers now.
Yeah, he's like, hold on, I haven't been using this good move this whole time? Wow, called it out.
Down there after the 2 jab. Totally anticipating a throw. Perfect read.
Oh my
Really
gosh.
trying to get the command grabs going. Nice DF2. Oh, bad
What?
angle. Bad angle, but then ready to duck the jabs. Not gonna break the floor. He wants to save it.
Interesting.
Launch.
No.
Yes.
A little too
Not-
crazy, but you know, he was way behind there, right? He needed something.
Yeah. We still got a round to play with. Up 1.
I wouldn't play with any.
Okay, extending that life lead. Good pokes.
Throw break's
Joey
good as well.
Really wants to
Ouch.
break the floor with a grab.
Yeah,
God.
man, and it's making him predictable.
Yeah, he's. If you're gonna establish a few throws, like you almost have to make the goal just hitting them with big mids. Like you're not trying to get a throw to work. You're just trying to get him to duck.
Man, sweep the leg. Doesn't hit the wall. He does. Again, he ducks. Uh-oh, set point again for Joe Crush. Can ELN hold on again?
So go to grand finals.
There's the block.
Ooh, okay, good
He
adjustment.
dropped it.
Oh, he had a bad angle as well. It was the right
no.
route, but no break. Say playing aggressive, staying in his face. Catching ducking. 4-1-2, no duck.
Uh-oh.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
Saving
Not like
self.
this.
Not now.
The flames are still moving. We have a chance. Hope? No? How do you play this one back even? You know?
You gotta break all the floors, even up the round count, and
That's what I would do.
rumble for 1 round.
Yeah.
A super unfortunate time for that to happen. Tense moment.
Yeah, ELN had a small lead there. I mean, it's even crazier because he dropped that combo at the start of that round too, so he would have had a bigger lead. Oh, man. Well, let's see what happens. Final round, game 4 here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just gonna have to take a minute, get the lobby back up, get the round counts, reset, get to the bottom floor, and they're gonna throw down to see if Joe Crush just takes it or if we're gonna have one last game 5 in the winners finals.
Yeah, that's wild. Super wild. But man, shout outs to PlayStation Tournaments for running these Fight Nights events. Of course, you know, if you guys are interested in signing up, compete.playstation.com. I know a lot of you guys in the chat have competed before. I see some of you guys are still in this top 8 even. Shouts to Divine Exodus. Not sure if he's actually still in it. I said that and I realized he had his match probably with Undefeatable King by now. So we haven't had that bracket update just yet, but hopefully we'll see if he's still in it or if Undefeatable King is the one that's still in it. Either way, should have good matches regardless through, because after that we will have our top 4, of course, squared away.
I actually do have the word for those interested. Divine Exorcist has advanced over Undefeatable King.
There it is.
It's going to be Divine Exorcist versus Geese Joestar in the lower bracket semifinal.
Geese, Joestar, Divine Exorcist. That's rounding out our top 4 along with ELN and Joe Crush here, of course. So all 4 of these players into the payday today. Congratulations, everybody. But this right now, game 4, I assume they're going to go down to the bottom floor.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's the most legitimate way to do it. Replicate the conditions.
Yep, and go to a final round and then see what happens in that round and move on from there.
Yes, final round. Okay. Let's see what the round clearing tech is. They're confused. Who should hold forward? They might not break the floors.
They should, though.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, they should. Break another one. We're struggling. I think the way to do it would be to have Joe Crush do Tombstone Pile Driver when he's clearing his round.
Yep.
One more floor break to go.
There we go. Bottom floor.
Okay,
That way, and now you just got to win the round, tied up, and then we'll play a final round out, basically.
Okay. We're getting there.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
Boom! It's
So
sick.
satisfying when that hits. 2-second round clear. Oh, counter hit.
Just to make sure. Here we go. Final round. Game 4. Game on.
Okay. Joe poking. Nobody committing to anything big in this crucial moment.
Called it.
All out. To the wall. 1, 2, shoulder. Sherman stomp.
He's got to get over the wall. He's in big trouble here. Joe Crush looking to close out and go on to grand finals just like that.
He was ready for that one. The momentum turning sweep. Joe was all over it. Well done. Okay, so Joe clutching out the final round, advancing 3-1 over ELN.
I see what Joe did there too, man. That was cheap. You know, when they had to reset the game, he let ELN take the first 2 rounds so he would have momentum taking the next 2 rounds. That's all it was, man. Rode the momentum into the final round. Smart stuff. But congrats, Joe Crush. Moving on to the grand finals, winner side of things. We can take a look at the bracket, see how all this shakes out, of course. Joe Crush now in the grand finals, winner side of things. Of course, that means Uzkatagui, ELN down there below in the losers final, lower final. Going to be waiting for the winner of our next match, which will be Divine Exorcist going up against Geese Joestar.
Yeah, so Divine's still in this, even though he took that unfortunate L, a little mishap in his first round. Still very much in it to win it. So let's see how he does against Geese Joestar. I think, yeah, definitely going to see the Claudio from Divine.
Yeah.
And then it's always just the 2D mix-up for Geese Joestar.
Do you think Claudio's going to be in Tekken 8?
I do. I do think Claudio's going to be in Tekken 8.
Do you think he'll have Starburst outside of Heat?
It's like a defining mechanic for him. I feel like he would.
Yeah, I feel like he must, but then it gets so crazy, right? To think about it. Now he's got 2 things to manage: Heat plus Starburst, and Starburst in Heat could be different from Starburst without Heat.
Yeah, they don't care. They're just gonna do it.
Yeah,
if he's crazy good, it's whatever.
If he's crazy good, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how a lot of great fighting games are made, man. They just design
They
the
just
character.
made.
If
Yeah.
he's crazy good, whatever. Have fun.
Yeah, have fun with it, dude. Yeah, this character has been giving me a headache since he's released in Tekken 7.0 in the arcade versions of this game.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got demons with Claudio.
4-3. Why?
Back when it was mid?
Yeah,
Mid
back when it was
forward?
mid. I was like, this is the silliest thing ever. Forward 3 by itself was so silly, too, back then when it was mid. Oh, my gosh. That movie's still ridiculously good, even though it's high now. Like, who's going to duck a single hit like that?
Yeah, that movie was amazing.
Yeah. It used to be a
Yes,
lot more
indeed.
popular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I remember, like, fighting Claudio and Chloe before the game was out on console. Like, you're just, like, 90% of the time going to lose. It's like, how do you fight these characters if you can't lab them?
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing was, I remember Katarina back then, no one really cared about. It was like, I don't think this character's good. She's kind of whack. And then now that, you know, she's progressed along the seasons of patches and everything, you see her like, hey, this character is kind of annoying, kind of a threat. But here we go. Precipice of Fate. This is going to be a first to two best of three situation. Geese Joestar versus Divine Exorcist.
Here we go, the last first of two of the day.
Geese and Claudio. I feel like I should have put more time in with Geese. I picked him up right when the character came out, and I was like, he seems good, but I'm going to stick to my character. I wish I just stuck to Geese right then. If I could go back in time.
I remember playing a lot of Geese when he came out,
Yeah.
but ain't my style.
That was my takeaway, too. Boy, did we mess up.
Yep, big mistake.
Luckily, you found Marduk. And Fang. Wow.
that
Beat
was
down
fast.
round. Yeah.
Divine Exorcist off to a great start. What a trade. Rips the
Good.
string. Yeah, good patience.
Was it the best option versus back three on block from Claudio?
What's Geese's best option?
Just in general.
Oh, after you block just a single hit?
Yeah.
Just respect it.
Yeah. That sucks. I hate that answer. Wow. Was that a combo conversion? I don't even know.
Step left is... you can consider step left a good option, I guess.
Okay.
Because if they rip it, worst case scenario, you get tagged by the second hand. But you don't get launched.
I see.
And step left beats
Yeah.
back three into back three.
Okay. That's a decent option then.
Okay, Divine getting his wall pressure going.
Yeah, that back one just barely missed. Spin him.
That wall jump is so ridiculous. Why is that in the game?
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
Okay, chops him low. He's looking for a mid parry.
Wow, the hop kick attempt. Low parry's good. All right, Geese Joestar.
That's a good reaction. Oh no! Divine getting right down to business. He's playing so aggressively.
Yeah, he does this right. Like he seems to just turn it on. Wow, there's that forward three. Caught him though. Back 3-2.
Back 3-2 to stop the momentum. He's just going to use the rage. I think that's a good choice. Use it while you have the chance. It's not like you have a rage drive.
Yeah,
Time
definitely.
to guess. What the heck are you doing?
Weird choice.
Almost looked like he had some idea like the 3-3 would hit if he stayed down? Maybe?
Oh, like the first hit's gonna whiff, and then if he does a get him kick, the second is gonna get him or something.
Well, I don't know, like, so I know, for instance, like when Eddie does his rage art and it ends by the wall, if you read that they're not going to tech, back three forward, that like double kick thing off the back three, that hits them if they don't tech.
Oh,
And like, I was
okay.
almost wondering if that was like the intention with the 3-3. but
Weird.
I don't know. I think it was just some kind of accident. He had a chance
Well,
to take that round if he just
he
applied himself
definitely-
better. Yeah.
And instead, Divine is one game away from going to lower bracket finals here, so
Oh yeah,
that's a problem.
that is a big problem. But
Yeah,
yeah,
guys
like
got to choose characters too. Oof.
Divine just has such a strong aggressive presence with Claudio. You can really turn on that gear. It's like kind of a type of aggression that you don't see out of like a player like Shadow, for instance.
Right.
You know, one of the premier Claudios, who he has an aggressive mode, but it's just like it's not as full bulldog as like what Divine goes to.
It's literally like, slam the gas pedal to the floor. That's how Divine
Exactly.
goes.
Swing
Shadow's like,
every
I'm going to
chance.
slightly accelerate right now. We're going to go 42 in this 40 zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're accelerating the speed of the aircraft moderately. Please just make sure your seatbelts are buckled. Like, it gives you the whole warning and everything. But
Yeah.
no,
Divine's like, run you, spin him. What? It's awesome, actually.
Okay, game 2, Gisjo Star threatened with elimination. Needs this one.
Yeah, Divine X is up 1-0 right now in the score.
Yeah, we just gotta swap the scoreboard.
Science to 4. Oh my gosh. Pedal to the metal. Yeah.
Look at that. And still ready to make the plays on defense. Wow. Ooh, Claudio damage with Starburst.
Crazy. Doesn't need heat. Doesn't need rage. He's gonna have everything next game. Wow.
Dude, pedal to the metal. Okay, gets the Starburst here.
Counter though. Okay. And the wall splat. Yes, sir.
A lot of damage off of this.
He wanted a balcony? Yeah. Was that weird or what?
He tried, but it's that corner balcony angle. Plus frames. Plus frames. Plus frames.
And good patience from Divine there.
Still great. Oh, can he reach the wall?
Wow.
Sneaks in the low. Divine. Set
Point.
point.
Oh no.
Whoa. Swinging big. He's just wants a launcher. He wants something to get started off of. Really looking for it. Divine's defense holding up excellent. He's throwing forward
Wow.
like 5 times.
That was such a good running one a second ago. Keeping the pressure on here, but Divine still has the life lead here. There's a bar meter. What? That was sick.
Little mini combo.
4 back threes.
Divine's defense looking really good right now. He's going for this last bubble in a very disciplined way.
Oh, didn't get the screw attack. Step was good in the running too.
Oh no. He's just trying to grip him up with the normal grabs.
5 seconds. Geese has the lead. 3 seconds. He's going in. He's got the lead.
He got it.
He got him. Geese George was like, wait, what?
Oh no.
2-0. Divine Exorcist takes the set over Geese Joestar. Man,
What?
he knew exactly what he needed to do there at the end, right? He was like, I mean, I feel like a lot of other Claudio plays they might have done for like down back 3 or something. But man, nice call there from Divine. And Geese Joestar, I don't think he recognized that he could have lost there.
Yeah, wait, what? Wait, are you trying to tell me that I just lost that? Hold up.
He's gonna be like, hold on, did he pick any of those stages or what?
Well, let me check the saves. I demand a recount.
Oh man, nice try, Geese Joestar. Out of 4th place, congratulations. Still get some of that payday today. Congrats.
Oh yeah,
but
nice job.
it will be Divine Nexus moving on to the top 3 right now, where he will be going up against ELN. So this is where the bracket gets super crazy. Obviously, everyone involved is tournament veterans. They've all been to very big offline events as well in the past. So now we see what goes down. And I think, Divine, we talked about the disqualification earlier, how he has a chance to win the whole thing still. Obviously going to be difficult with the way Joe Crush is playing in the winner's side of the grand finals, but getting past ELN is still going to be a good test for Divine here, especially in the 1-3 situation.
Yeah, these 3 are regulars in the top 3 part of the bracket. These guys make deep runs almost every time at the Fight Nights. I believe ELN, like, over the course of all these tournaments has had an edge over Divine, but I think Divine has been more recently like making a statement. I mean, I think he's made a lot of breakthroughs in his gameplay recently, just in general. He's been like doing a lot better.
That's sick.
So I think these matches have developed to like a new phase from like the past ones. If you were to go back like 6 months or a year ago,
Right. No, that's
Divine's
great.
He's a different player now.
I mean, we talked about, their ages earlier, right? Divine, I believe, very young players. And, ELN, he's been around for a minute. So we'll see where things end up here. But obviously a lot of time being put in here for Divine. And in this sort of situation, someone who's young, like say in the early 20s, 6 months is a long time. You learn a lot in that time span. So Forgotten Realms is where they're going for game number 1 here.
The Realm. High damage potential stage. Okay, we're into first 3 territory. Tekken
Yes,
God
sir.
Omega battle. Here we go. Yellen got that. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he got Tekken God Omega with not a lot of wins, but then I remembered his player match. Okay.
Well, here we go. First at 3.
3 ripping it early. What a duck. Nothing for it though. Divine playing fast. Good pokes up close. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage.
I just love the way he pokes with Claudio. It's so efficient.
Doesn't break this grab here, though. I like how ELN ended back in this floor break stage that he just lost on.
Divine chilling with this life lead. Doesn't want to run into anything big. Oh my
Wow.
god. With
Wow.
punish.
Oh no, but he ran into that get up kick, counter it. And now rage mode, Cootie.
A lot. Not quite the perfect carry.
Yeah, didn't even spend rage anything and hits a button.
Just swung right into it. Little mishap there from ELN.
He's buttonsy. Oh my god.
Button
Hop kick versus wild standing 3 at the same time.
Okay, throw escaped. Kunimitsu's throw game is like really hard to deal with.
Very, very difficult. Throws are one of the things I definitely want to see come back in the next game. It seems so bizarre the way it is currently, and even how it is currently in Tekken 8 too. Because it's the same system.
There's randomly some characters that have like super good grapple games.
I was suggesting that they make it that in heat mode, regular throws come back.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, as it stands right now, the throw break system is just like Tekken 7.
Mm-hmm. With time winding down here, Divine slightly behind. He's got the lead.
Divine gets Starburst, burns it real quick. Rage burns. 2
3
seconds.
seconds. Low parry. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Defense. He held on. Yeah,
Needed
that
to
was
block
late.
The first hit.
Mm-hmm. And even the block in the mid before it too.
Okay, throw for throw. Back one connects. Trading blows, not a lot of damage happening.
Yeah, great defense.
Okay, Divine evening it up. 3 solid hits right there. Still has a Starburst too.
Throw for throw again. And get this out of here. Low parry is good from Divine. That should be the round.
Running 2. Oh, he's going to take up a floor break.
Why? And he kills the combo. Oh my gosh. If he had done Wild Stand 3 on Wake Up there, that might have actually worked.
Oh man, that was a questionable decision from Divine, but fortunately it worked out for him. He got the round anyway. You gotta do what's guaranteed.
I was gonna say maybe he doesn't feel that Claudio is good at floor breaks. Just wants to take away from Kunimitsu instead.
Floor break is never worth more than a round. That much I know.
That's very true. To do what it takes to get the round. I'm imagining some player now who's like, it's like, dude, I lost the round, but I got the floor. It's okay. He's like, what?
Imagine somebody arguing, like, I don't know about that, Joey.
Superman.
Dude, that's twice as with punish with that running too. Sick.
And that's a good option if you want to accidentally floor break, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Divine taking the first game. A lot of mileage out of that running too. He's placing at the right times on ELN's keep out.
Yeah, his speed of input in that move is very high. So he finds it on a lot of opponents, like where you don't expect him to fit it in, essentially.
I mean, I guess as a Claudio player, you kind of have to like grind that skill and really refine it. It's just such an important move in his kit. I feel like that separates the good Claudios from just the more average ones.
Definitely.
Is the running 2 usage. You know, just like those run-of-the-mill Claudios where you just duck the running 2 so easily. You're like, yeah, here it comes.
Yeah.
The guys that can just bring it out unexpectedly super fast, it's a devastating tool.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it's really the range that they use it at that makes it more predictable when they can't do the fast input, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, he's at like range 2.5. Yeah, here it comes. And then there it is. You easily duck it. But when the Claudio can do it like in your face and just boom, there it is. Like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. You know, like it's always a surprise.
Yeah, I know whenever I play Claudio, I just feel like such a noob because I'm just like, I'm running around and then I'm like, oh wait, I'm too close. Back up a little bit. Okay, now we can do the running.
Now we can do running. Yeah, exactly.
And I'm dead.
How do you know I was going to do it from there? I even backed
man.
up just enough before it. Yeah.
I went to the perfect range to make it as easy as possible to do.
For me, yeah. But ELN swapping character here. Now comes the Raven. G-Core Pelipad at Knights. Where we headed?
Okay, I like the character switch here. Hit him with the
I
main.
think so.
Hit him with the main, mate.
Mm-hmm. I remember too in this game, it took a while before he would really like go back to Raven. Like he almost didn't believe in it.
Here it is. He believes.
It's time.
Ooh, snake dash.
Low parry though on the down back 4.
Excellent reaction.
Young man Divine.
He gets the starburst. I like that choice as well. Okay, Jose fighting his way out. On low again. He ain't afraid to just do it again.
He really isn't, right? We saw that earlier with the down back 2-1 high. He's like, I'll do it again.
Your punishment means nothing to me. I tried to go for a 13 on a -12.
Oh my
black
gosh.
hole. That's one of the first like really convincing ones we've seen from him today. Go for jump over strats that do not exist anymore.
No, they don't. Hey man,
You're living in the past, man.
the pixel though.
Oh. Okay.
Why did they take all that out?
I don't miss it. What a
I miss
parry.
it big time. Oh man.
Yeah, I know you do. Oh, Serva. Starburst in hand. What a step! What is going on?
I don't know.
The
Is that the
wall
best you can get on the wall on her back of an opponent?
She had got the whole thing, yeah. It's
Yeah.
really good. But the wall interfered.
Oh no.
God.
Bro.
That was so optimal.
Very nice, Divine. Looking to go up 2-0 here. This is best of 5, but ELN's in trouble. Start of the round hop kick.
Bro,
3
he's
active frames, Joey.
3 of them, bro. What the? Yeah, he's cruising. Hop kick? No, okay, just decides the sidewalk. Okay,
Wow,
Cloud.
had him ducking, but yeah, but he committed too far.
Making up some ground here.
Yes.
Nice. 4 went to punish to get that sweep. And the no break.
Okay, okay. I think the Raven it's just warming up right now.
Warming up these black holes.
ELN is also super good at making comebacks after being down the first game and 2 rounds. That's when he turns on.
Definitely.
He's
He
one of those
doesn't lose
players.
confidence. He doesn't lose confidence. That's
Wow.
one of his best qualities. Going to the wall. Ooh, cool combo. Super cool. Hit the starburst. Just mauling him. Burns it. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Nice. Elon trying to do a bit too much. He's at quite a lot of negative frames after starburst down 1-2. Just got tagged right away by the wall splat.
Yeah, Divine going up 2-0 now. Elon's got a rough choice, Ed. Whatever character he chooses, he's got to win the whole set with 3 straight.
I liked the Raven. I felt like it was better than the Kunimitsu. But his craziness is getting contained. Divine's placing all of the right, like, big negating buttons, the hop kicks that are stuffing him out of his big attacks. think it's one of those things. He's got to slow down, but I don't think he will.
No, I don't. I totally agree. I don't think he will either. The funny thing to me is when I first met him and played him in Tekken 6, he was a super turtle, and it was so hard to get in on him. And he's like the complete 180 of that now, you know. And it's very hard as someone who used to be a turtle myself, and to just go back to try to be a turtle. It's I don't know how to describe it, but it's very difficult. You know, you just want to hit some buttons, man. Game's fun when you're hitting buttons, and Tekken 7, I feel like it's a game where you want to hit buttons.
It's interesting how people's play styles change like that. I remember like very early Tekken 7, I was a very like defensive minded player. I wanted to take it like super slow, and just over the years I found myself like just swinging a lot harder, a lot faster.
Yep.
You just got to remind yourself to like go back to your roots sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
just slow down. Do it like you used to. You don't got to play so active.
I say the same things to myself, and let me tell you, when I just came back from Pakistan, right? And when I played over there, that was the one thing that stood out. It was like, dude, these guys are all so patient. Like the randoms in the arcade, you know? I was like, dude, why is this guy just standing there? Like, he's got like a 2% life lead. Who cares? Like, but it worked, and like I would lose to him. I'm like, why is that so effective? So I started trying to play like that again, and I was like, dude, this actually still works. It's really weird to kind of rewire your brain, especially in a region like that. So here we go. Let's see if ELN can rewire his brain right here mid-set as he faces elimination with this Kunimitsu.
Switching back. So he's going to have to make the 3 straight with Kunimitsu. He's locked in. No more switching. Here we go. Twilight Conflict. Divine with a 10 win streak on the Claudio.
He didn't like that disqualification earlier. It's like he took that personally.
And he did open this round up with a move that gives him Starburst, that triple smash 1+2 option. Gabe burns it. No confirm on that string.
Down jab delay hop kick, huh? Is that a Joey Fury classic?
It's not one that I've done, but I'll give it a shot.
It didn't work. I'm just curious.
I'll make it happen.
Ducks the high, nothing though.
Wasn't ready,
bro. Yeah.
Nice side support.
And that's risky staying grounded against Claudio too, right? Like he's got so many good grounded hits,
Yes.
especially with that little health that you have on you. It's a huge call out.
Ryan's just been extending his lead. No punish. Saying that just at least being able to get that 1-2-2 in is a big deal with Kunimitsu.
And right now, still in the round. Oh my gosh!
I was just about to say, like, he's in that range, that health range where
He dropped it.
he dropped it.
Oh, is he dead? No.
He's
One
gonna
more
guess.
mix. Good block.
Divine's his defense, bro. After that drop combo, he held the composure together.
Yeah. Set point. Divine step into twin piston launcher. Beautiful stuff. Balcony break, maybe?
That's so good. Okay, too many hits.
Whoa.
This is set point. We got half a life bar left to kill.
Eon's in big
Starburst.
trouble.
Huge trouble, man. This is the time.
Punish.
Whoa,
Oh my
you're dead.
gosh.
22.
Bro, that was clean. Nicely done. Divine X's round of applause for yourself, sir. Even offers a hand to ELN, but congrats, ELN. Third place here tonight. PlayStation Tournament Fight Nights North America. Congrats. But it will be Divine Exorcist making it all the way to the grand finals after just being disqualified first round out here in this top 8. Wild. But now he gets a chance to win the whole thing, so he's top 2 guaranteed. But he's got Joe Crush in his way. Let's take a look at the bracket, see how we got here.
Yes. There we go. So, yeah, we can see Divine there advancing 3-0. Very convincing. I was super impressed, especially by that last game. Like, the plays he was making with his sidewalks, just his defense. Very well done. So, grand finals is solidified. Joe Crush versus Divine. Divine had to beat Mookie, Undefeatable King, Geese Joestar, and ELN to get here. And he, like, kind of defeated Tondox, but not really. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's playing great today. You know, it's one of these things like where you take one of those mishaps where you end up in losers. You almost just got to like take pride in this moment, this opportunity to like just be resilient and win anyway. and it looks like he's stepping up to that challenge.
That's actually wild. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a top 8, right? He's beaten 4 of the people in the top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, 2-1 against Tondo. He beat 5 people in this top 8 bracket, and he has Joe Chrysler in front of him. That's pretty impressive, regardless of the results. That's still a sick run throughout today's top 8. So top 2 here guaranteed. Joe Chrysler on the winner's side of grand finals, right? So he only has to win 1 set best of 5. If Divine Exodus wants to win the tournament, he's got to win 2 of them. Possible. But, Joe Chrysler playing very well. Divine, obviously, also playing very well. The thing that I really liked about the very end of that last match, we saw the little teleport move from Kunimitsu, and he had that one single, backdash and the twin piston launch on it. That was clean. I like that a lot.
It's actually, a little bit harder to do than it looks because that second kick stays active a long time. So if you go for your whiff punish too soon, you'll just get clocked.
That's me.
He waited, the perfect amount of time, very relaxed to take the punish. Yeah, he dropped that first game to Tondox, and he hasn't lost a game since.
Right.
He lost that set on the disqualification, of course, but that's why he's got that 11 streak showing out on Claudio right now.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Oh my God, he not even sets games. He has not lost a game since that first one. Wow. And that first one, he was up 2 rounds in it too.
Yeah, I mean, and
crazy
dominant.
stuff.
He really hasn't had any games that were super close. Divine's about to lose. It's been very convincing victories.
Yeah, I mean, there were some rounds like that, right? We saw the round with just a second ago, Geese Joestar with a timeout situation where he got him, right? So there's some close rounds he's had, but he's doing his thing. He's working out so far. Divine Exorcist here, top 2 guaranteed.
But this is going to be a great set. Ultimate Challenge. Divine's toughest opponent yet because Joe has been on fire as well, both of them. So fire meets fire.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm real curious about this one too, especially if he goes with the Jack here, because I feel like I like that matchup in my head for Claudio over Jack. I mean, of course, it doesn't really matter when you're going against Joe Crush, but just the character matchup I feel like is pretty interesting there. With Geese Howard versus Claudio, I don't know, man. I don't like Geese's counters in that matchup. I feel like Claudio's hit some buttons, and I feel like Geese has a counter for it. So I don't know.
Yeah, the Jack Claudio matchup, honestly, I think it's just one of those matchups where if you're a Claudio player, you're yeah, I like fighting Jack. I like, just trying to find my hopkick placements and pressuring him. I feel like if you're a Jack player, you're kind of yeah, I like fighting Claudio. There's any matchup for a Jack player where the meta is kind of just breaking their legs and forcing them to find the low parries and the hopkick timings. If you're a good Jack player, you like playing that game.
Right.
Just trying to bait the hopkicks and do your jabs and your mids at the right times. So I think it's probably just a 50-50 type of matchup.
Yeah.
Competitive. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting to think about it that way, because obviously, a lot of we always talk about the Brian Jack matchup, safe orbital to beat the lows and then jet upper to punish it down for 2s, right? But it's every Jack player is ready for that exact game plan, especially at the highest levels, right? So you almost never see it play out that way. But it's right. I think if you're in Green Ranker, or if you're a mentor or some first ed, yeah, that's a big deal, bro. But as we move up, it becomes less and less of an issue.
Yeah. I think, Joe's just been so on fire with the Jack. I mean, what matchups did he bring the Geese to today? He played him against... Was it against
Undefeatable
ELN?
King?
Oh, against Undefeatable King, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, right? Yeah. That was a fun one, too.
Against Armor King. Yeah, Undefeatable King had some really good moments today. What was it? The capital punishment over the fireball.
Yeah. That was sick.
He put on a good show today. It's good to see him in the bracket.
He's always fun to watch. I really, really want to see more of him in tournaments. So hopefully one day we will get to see more Undefeatable King on offline events and stuff. That would be really cool to see. Armor King, it's a character that we have seen at least more representation from in the past year or two, but I feel like still a character I want to see even more from. I think a lot of people out there are big Armor King fans too, and they want to see this character in tournaments more.
It's a ton of them. Yeah, I'm trying to think who the premier Armor King players have been. Alpha, of course.
Justin Iglesias.
Justin. Booster Blast has been doing a lot of work in the online tournaments. There's really good representation of that character, and so strong.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I think that character's just crazy
Like,
good.
yeah, like I talked about earlier, JD Star's out here talking about, man, the character sucks, whatever. And then you have all these strong Armor Kings. You're like, what's happening, dude? Someone's not
propaganda,
saying
man.
the truth here. JD, you know?
He's just trying to get his character buffed, man.
I know.
Just doing
But
what you gotta
here
do.
we go. Grand Finals incoming, best of 5, Joe Crush, winner side of things. Divine Exorcist coming through the lower bracket, back here to the Grand Finals. Can he get a reset and potentially take the whole thing? We'll find out. Here we go. Violent Systems for game number 1.
Here we go. Divine's got his work cut out for him, but he can definitely do it.
Oh, yeah, he can definitely do it. And Jack here for Joe Crush, not the geese.
That's what I like to see. Good stuff, Joe. 11 wins. Crazy. Okay, Joe getting started. The 2 jabs. 2 jabs all day. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of 2 jabs. Wow.
Damn, he's throwing like a dozen, at least. Looking for a DF2. He's playing that no lows jack, dog.
No lows.
twos and down forward twos.
Ben taught him, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you. Check this. He's about to win this round. No lows jack.
Oh my gosh.
He's trying, bro.
Down for 2 that one.
He's gonna want it. No lows jack.
It's real. It's real. Ah, boo!
Ooh, you had your chance.
Well, look at the pixel. Oh my goodness.
What a whip punish. All right, Joe.
That was crazy. He almost had no low jack. That's crazy.
Crazy. He could have won no lows jack.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Divine getting floated right there.
Mm-hmm.
Got floated super low out of that. Okay, Divine trying to get away from this wall. He's kind of cornered himself. Gonna take a lot of pressure.
Not a good position to be in right now.
Ooh. Oh, the lows, the lows.
Everything.
And wall pressure, so hard to deal with from Jack. Good close with the DF4.
Oh boy.
Swung into the string.
Everyone does.
Good. Everybody. Joe, the low tap. Oh, nice counter hit. Joe pursuing his pressure a little too much. He was at negative frames after that low kick.
Fine, don't drop in the combo. We've seen a couple drop combos from him today. No punish?
With nothing but... Still in... Oh, floated.
Sideways too. Maybe could have had more.
Trying to keep that defense.
Oh, he's dead. Pile driver.
Tombstone.
Joe Crush. 3 straight rounds for game number 1 there. Yikes.
Yeah,
Good start.
I mean, one of those games where like the round count, yeah, it shows one thing, it shows 3-0 domination, but 2 of those rounds came down to like 1 pixel. They were so close, especially that first round. They both had no life. So it was attainable for Divine. He's just got to be a bit sharper. Clearly missed opportunities happening, you know. Some whip punish opportunities, block punish opportunities.
Man, imagine if Divine Nexus picks a stage right now.
Oh, no.
Don't do it random stage, dude.
I don't. He's pretty adaptive. I don't think he'll make that mistake.
The reason I even thought about that was because that one round that Joe had with the wall pressure. I was like, boy, that was a really terrible position. You're stuck in the corner there, and like there was just no answer. It seemed like he had like 1 down jab. He's like, I can fight back with 1 down jab, and that's it. You take the rest of my life. So hopefully not in that position again.
Yeah, he got mauled at the wall for real.
Yeah, super mauling. We'll see if he can get a infinite stage on random though. That'd be pretty lucky.
He did.
Oh my gosh!
Question mark certified,
Bro, I have secret powers.
Okay, nice luck of the draw for Divine. I think that is a good thing.
That's incredible. All right. nice and chill here.
Go game 2. Fine, keeping the pace up. These guys are swinging. Trading blows up close. Really swinging at each other.
That is so much life so fast.
Love the aggression from Joe. Nice call out. How did you
Yeah,
know that?
It was no low jack for most of the first round last game. Now it's all lows jack.
That's the mix-up.
I got him with the mix, bro. It's...
Okay, finish that string. Divine with a nice little punish. Super close on life. Can't take a running 2 from Claudio at this amount of life. Oh!
Everyone swings into these strings.
He just got that punished, and he said, run that back. You get another shot at that. Jackhammer. 1. Whew. Joe got that flow, but he was already committed to a low follow-up.
Nice counter here.
Starburst. Evened up the life bar. Threatening the low. Tricky offense from Divine. Punish. Ooh, Twitch ducked.
Yeah, hop kick doesn't work out here. Rage mode now. Oh my gosh.
And he's got to guess for his life.
Oh, he survived.
Rage coming.
Rage drive's
Definitely
coming.
not. He's definitely. Oh no, Joe!
Oh my gosh.
He waited on it, but he tried to move, I guess, on the second hit. Unfortunate. Fine, taking that round.
Yeah, on the board here. That's important. And these rounds are all super close.
Poking, slide, likely. Trying to get Starburst. Throwing that back 2 out there. Big life lead for Divine. Oh, didn't quite believe in that would punish.
Yeah, it's hard to believe in that move.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be wrong.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, he tried to hop kick, but didn't have time.
15 seconds here. Divine life lead. 2 throws good.
Chilling, just trying to keep his defense up. Ooh.
Okay.
1. Alright, he's got something. He's got a round lead here. Trying to tie the set up.
Hey.
Ooh, sides up 2 from Joe. I love that he went for the jackhammer there. He recognized it was probably too far for the boot.
Oh, good timing there.
Another. Yikes. Caught him ducking. Perfect for Joe Crush.
Final round, game 2.
Joe
2-1 down jab, huh? And again, man, these pile drivers adding up.
Oh, what the? In the back?
In the back? Woo, bro. And the spacing and the timing, the down for 2 for the whiff punish. Joe's looking sharp. Divine's got rage, though.
One punish. Joe keeping his defense up.
Smart.
That was just excellent final round gameplay.
It really was.
Punishment. Test him with the throw in the clutch. Turtled up when he had the life lead. You know, really, really good stuff.
And now just 1 game away from taking the tournament here. Joe Crush trying to get it done here over Divine. Divine, though, you know, the rounds have been close, but I feel like when Joe's rounds go his way, they're just like, here's a perfect. When Divine wins, it's like, I got one. You know, like, it was close, but I closed it out. So, I don't know. It still feels like Joe's got a little bit of an edge here.
You know, Divine's defense has been really good, but the 2 jab pressure and the down forward 4s from Joe have been, like, really disrupting the way Divine wants to play. Like, there's lots of little floats happening. And unfortunately, like, though Divine's defense has been really good, he has been getting opened up quite a bit by the command grabs, and that's just been a huge factor.
That's a great point. Yeah, the grabs have definitely played a huge role so far. Joe's kind of gone to it when he knows it's going to be in like a near kill situation, and it's almost always like paid off to him closing out the game or the round.
It's just the placement of them. They're kind of like, they're disrupting Divine as he's making like his move for the comeback, like for the round, and he's just not quite ready to switch into that mode, that defensive mode.
That's a good time to use them. But here we go, Devil's Pit. You get the walls and the infinite for the last chance here for Divine to stay in the tournament. Look at him. Look at his wins right there. 2, 2, 2, 2.
That's what Jack been doing, man.
Yes.
Two.
Joe looked at it. He's like, oh, yeah. 2, 2.
I know what to do. The universe has given me a sign.
Pile driver again.
Tombstone.
Tombstone. Down forward 2. Yeah, everything's working out right now.
So sharp for that whip punish. Nice combo. Divine's in trouble. Come back and make something happen with this rage. Needs to inflict some mental damage with the comeback here.
Wow, power crush.
I swung into that power crush.
That was unexpected. All day.
Like the timing change up from Joe Crush. Just a single 2-jab and wait. No punish.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait a minute.
And Divine's caught up. Oh, but one more 2-1.
One more. He misplaced his Oki right there. He almost made that comeback. Joe picking up where he left off. Finish the string.
Oh, yeah.
What a time to do it. 1, 2, 3, 2.
Oh, my goodness. Again? I love the off timing there, and Divine still had the defense for it.
Oh my goodness. Joe Crush. What are you on, bro?
Tournament point. That's what he's on. Joe Crush, 1 round away from winning the tournament here tonight.
This is crazy. Like, Divine's been playing so good, but Joe has just locked into something. Nice hop kick. Whoa, no. Divine falling apart. Unfortunate. Last stand. Show me what you got, young man. On the line. He's putting it all out there.
Down 2-2 with Starburst, and that should be it. Don't drop this combo. All right. Not over yet.
Not over yet. Jabs trading around start. 2. Trying to get Starburst. Trying to equip himself to make this comeback. The 2 jabs. The down back 2. The off
Floats the hop kick.
Oki.
Rage mode? No rage.
Oh, that whiff. It was over. Joe not
He's
ready for that
reaching.
one. Gotta be
Again.
careful.
Rage
Joe's
mode now for Divine.
mid-tap.
That's gonna do it.
Forward 1-1. Just rip it with confidence.
And there you have it. Joe Crush is your PlayStation Tournament's Fight Nights champion this week. Joe Crush, congratulations, sir. 3-0. Divine Excess, nice run today. 11 win streak. That's always impressive. Second place here tonight at Fight Nights. Good stuff for both you guys. Honestly, really crazy matches. Both you guys played phenomenal.
Yeah, really good. I mean, they were both on fire. Joe Crush just so strong to the point that even in grand finals, he was really tearing it up. So yeah, let's take a look at the bracket and see what went down today. That's the whole story.
Exactly. Joe Crush here, finishing in first place, 3-0 over Divine Exorcist. Divine Exorcist, of course, had this crazy run throughout the lower bracket. Of course, 3-0 versus ELN, who got third place. Congratulations, ELN Uzkatagui. Jose, congratulations on your third place.
Nice job, man.
Yeah, Geese Joestar there in fourth place. All these 4, of course, paid out today. Thanks to PlayStation Tournaments. Divine Access 2 of them over there as well, though. But just, fantastic play from everyone today. Undefeatable King, really fun to watch as well. Just really, really fun matches throughout.
Yeah, had a super good time. Congrats again to everyone who played, put on a good show. But of course, the guys who got into the money today. Shout outs to Joe Crush on the first place finish.
Exactly. And of course, if you guys at home are sitting there, you're watching, you're like, man, I could have beat that guy. You guys can sign up. Compete.playstation.com. Sign up, get involved. That's how you guys can do it for Tekken 7. And also, plenty of other games. There's also other fighting games out there. There's also non-fighting games out there that you guys have seen in the commercials earlier today. So once again, compete.playstation.com.
And in addition to that, we of course have the community Discord. Got a link here that you guys can scan. You can join the PlayStation Tournament's community Discord to find regular updates on esports events, articles, videos, and meet with others to improve your game. That'll be up there for a sec. You guys can scan the code. Great place to get involved, meet new people. And lastly, of course, Rip was just mentioning compete.playstation.com. If you head over there, very first thing you will see is information for the FGC Arcade Road to Evo series. You can find all of the dates for the various games that are going to be included. You can see here we got Dragon Ball FighterZ, KOF, Melty Blood, Mortal Kombat 11, Tekken 7, and Guilty Gear Strive. If you head over there, you can see the dates where all of the qualifiers will be, and a lot on the line. I mean, winning a trip to Evo, like, how cool is that? Definitely a great thing to get involved in.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it on Twitter before, but, back in the day, you would never have imagined that PlayStation tournaments would have online tournaments that would be sending people to EVO, which is exactly what's happening out here. So huge shout out to PlayStation tournaments for making this happen for the community. But we've had a great fun day here today. This is another Fight Night Invitational wrapped up. Joe Crush, the winner out here in North America. Fergus, the winner out in the EU side of things as well. So, cool, awesome Tekken 7 action, dude. But I've had a good time here. I'm Rip.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's been a good time being on the mic with you. Shout outs again to PlayStation for having us, for putting this all on. Shout outs to the players, and we will catch you all next time. Thanks for joining us.
Boom.